Why, hello, everyone. It's me, the Dungeon Master, Bird and the Priest, here with all of our wonderful players again for another night of Beyond Etheria Ashes. We have with us tonight a nice full lobby, which is a rare but welcome occurrence. We have, of course, Aura, the Druid, played by Jenna. We will have Creed the Paladin, played by Blackburn. We have Nameless the Tabaxi Ranger, played by Rage. We have Nez the Changeling Artificer, played by Stealth. We have Okros the Lion Folk Barbarian, played by Rexus. We have Yuri, the very strange backgrounded elf vampire, now undead patron servant, played by a moist cactus. And then, of course, the one and only gnome sorcerer, Warfriend Soft, played by our own Bird Clock. So, welcome everyone once again to another wonderful night of D&D.
Hello.
This is the hardcore session. For those that have been watching the two sessions together, the players here have many challenges and ethical conundrums to deal with. Where we left them off last time was they had taken back the fort. They had fought their way in and snuck their way in, and then found themselves in a mist of undead and problems. A monster was now loose in the center of the compound and was causing many issues. And once they had gone into the battlements, they saw that the castle itself was surrounded by the undead. Among the undead was a large bone carriage carrying a large deity who spoke specifically to Yuri and Aura. To end the siege, the rogue made a choice. He took Hades as his patron. Unbeknownst to the rest of you, upon your return, Aura let you all know. But this was not before you fired a large artillery gun point blank at the monster to kill it from inside the base and free the fort from whatever monstrosity was currently sieging it. You were then befallen by a surprise guest. Max the Magnificent showed up once again to ask you a few questions. Now no longer an enemy, as you have become an ally of Hades, as the deal that was struck with Yuri was that he was to bring Hades the soul and head of Zeus, his brother, who he hates dearly. Max spoke to you about what had happened and what was going on, and he gave you a couple of gifts before he left. He gave the healer's gauntlet to Aura, and he gave another gift, the claw of the beast, to Yuri. And then he finally gave you an understanding of what exactly you were dealing with. And then he simply told you to take the stairs to go home, where you found yourself in the middle of New Haven, in the midst of a celebration of a town that was now free from the prying eyes and oppression of the gods for once in the many months since the godfall. Cheers were heard, laughter was spread, food was eaten, and celebration was done. But it was all short lived, as a sound rang between your ears and down your spine, pulling at the very strings that you thought you had buried, as if something or someone was listening much closer than you ever intended for them to be. The man you believed to have left behind, that you believed to have defeated in the thrust of Thermal, had now found themselves as a silhouette along the outsides of New Haven, And we ended our session with you finally taking a rest after sleeping, eating, and having your long rest. You came to the conclusion that as you helped these townspeople out, something was watching. And it told you that you are not going to be far enough away to make a difference to what you're currently dealing with. And so we find ourselves here at the tavern with the party as they wake up again the following morning. The goosebumps and chills having passed. Ale and food have been passed around, along with anything else you can desire, as the farms have been putting in food. Leandros was ecstatic over having the fort back under his control, and that even the military guards that found themselves helping around New Haven as best they could seemed in better spirits than they have been. And so you all wake up from your sleep and one at a time come downstairs to the mess hall, to the dining tables where you see all of your compatriots sit. And so we'll start with one at a time and ask each of you what you are doing with your morning as you make your way down the stairs into the mess hall of the tavern. So, Jenna, Miss Aura, what are you doing this morning?
I am going to locate Yuri and ask him a question that I had been stewing on all night because something clicked in my brain as to something he had said. That I'm like, hold up, wait a minute, what?
Okay. Yuri, in that sense, Aura comes to find you. Where does she find you?
Where does she find me?
You were asleep in a bedroom, so where does she find you?
Asleep in a bedroom.
Okay.
So I
No,
have to come wake your ass up. Okay.
knocked the fuck out.
Yes, I'm going to wake up Yuri.
He was so beat the vampire slept. What does that tell you?
Right. So Aura goes to find Yuri, finds Yuri asleep somehow in a bedroom.
You enter the
Wake up.
room where he's sleeping. And you go to wake him up. And as he turns over and answers you as you poke him, he has a major case of halitosis,
What is halitosis?
the rankiest breath you've ever smelled.
That's the fancy way of saying morning breath.
Ah. Stop fucking what morning breath of a vampire smells like. Remind me to plop a fucking peppermint in it next time. Wake up! Yuri!
What? What the
I
fuck?
have a question for you, you demon child. What did you mean by you weren't always like this? You said it to Hades, and I taught it. Now what the fuck did you mean?
Once long ago, I was just like you. Normal
A
person.
blonde-haired, blue-eyed sea elf?
No, you know what I mean, dumbass. A normal person, not a vampire. And then,
Why'd you think I'm normal?
because you're not a vampire.
There. How did you become a vampire? At this point, she's like sat down on the edge of the bed and crisscross applesauce, leaning on her hands, talking to him.
You did not wake me up to ask me questions about how to become a vampire, did you?
I woke you up because I wanted to know the answers to this bomb you dropped on us. Well, dropped on me because I'm pretty sure Hades didn't give a fuck. Do the rest of the guys know that you weren't always a vampire?
No, but I would imagine it is common sense. I mean, no one is born vampire. Well, okay,
How'd you,
that is wrong. Some people are born vampire, but that whole other thing.
how'd you become a vampire, Yuri?
What?
How did you
I was cursed
become? Why?
because I fucked around and found out.
What'd you do?
Ask me again sometime.
What'd you do?
I am not talking about it. I will ask you. You will ask me again sometime.
Looks like it's sometime. Tell me what you did. If you
I'm
don't
not
tell me,
doing
I'll
it.
tell the others. And
Tell them. I don't care. Go tell them.
I will make up some grandiose story of how you became a vampire. If you don't tell me the truth right now,
It's probably better than truth. Go.
well, tell me the truth and I'll decide.
Go. Tell. Go. I call bluff. Tell. Go.
Tell me the truth or I'm leaving in 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3. Okay, you pansy bitch ass vampire, don't tell me then. 2, 1. And at this point, Aura jumps up and springs out the door and like bolts to tell the others because she ain't bluffing.
All right. So
Don't care. Back to sleep.
you jump up as Yuri rolls over and goes back to sleep. And we find ourselves with Creed as he's pulling himself together, waking up to a
Creed.
groggy morning and a cup of coffee.
Creed. And at this point, she's like tapping him on the arm, trying to get his attention. Creed.
What?
Did you know Yuri wasn't always a vampire and he turned into a vampire because he kissed his sister?
First of all, yes, I knew he wasn't born a vampire. Second, that's a lie. Not even a good one. Which
Anyways,
means if I
moving on.
assume you probably pestered him and he refused to tell you.
You know nothing. You think you know everything, but I'm gonna go tell everyone else now. And she bolts
That's a
away from
yes.
Creed. Bolts away
That's a
from
yes.
Creed.
Creed, you were left
Who do I-
exasperated and with a headache you had this morning as the bartender just simply gives you another cup of coffee and pats you on the shoulder.
If
Who do I find
possible,
next?
and Creed's going to point, make it very strong.
He nods simply and gives you a nice, very strong cup of coffee.
Okay, very simple. I am now coming downstairs because this is Bart.
Yes.
This is starting to annoy the shit out of me.
Yeah, Yuri, you find yourself sitting next to Creed, also enjoying a strong cup of coffee as you hear Aura running around the tavern. As she comes
Aura.
across Nameless next, as who is simply perched, getting himself up and moving, with the morning light, doing a good stretch, maybe a good cleaning of the rifles and checking his gear. As you burst in through his door,
I'm gonna get shot. Yep. Ducks. I'm gonna duck and it's gonna narrowly miss me. I hope that's allowed.
Grim, for when this for when the thing
Close
happens,
the
I rolled a
door.
7, so I'm safe.
or
To think I
you
would miss.
you knock open the door, Aura, in excitement, trying to duck, as you realize Nameless is shorter than you, and the muzzle of his rifle is still at your forehead.
My gun down. I have to tell you something.
Hey, first of all, why are you busting in my door when you know I have a rifle?
Because I have news.
What news do you have?
At this point, she's jumping up and down, thinking she's about to tell him the best thing ever. Do you know Yuri wasn't always a vampire and he got cursed into vampirehood because he sent a puppy into the river?
I'm now gonna cock my bolt back. Like, that's what you came in here to tell me?
Yes. I'm moving along. Now she's going to book it out of your room.
No. Get back here.
As
You
you,
don't- you
go
don't-
to
you don't get
chase
to run
after
that
her,
easy.
she's already gone down the hallway. As you go to reach for her, she is somehow moved faster than you can react, as
Is she
she's
back in our
just
line of sight?
spoken. No, you're
This-
downstairs. She's upstairs in the bunk rooms.
This point, I think I need the coffee more than I thought.
You find yourself going downstairs as you see Creed and Yuri, who have been woken up in the same way, sitting at the tavern. Okros and Warfrin, you two heard the door slam open next door as Aura burst through the door and was talking to Nameless. The
Before
door
that.
slamming. Yeah, well, go ahead.
Before that. So I'm gonna get my coffee and look at Yuri and go, so you wouldn't tell her, huh? As I take a sip.
No. Why would I?
I wouldn't tell her either. This is way more fun. Except for the part where she's waking everyone up.
Except for the part where, yeah, correct. Other than that, her running around making a dipshit of herself is quite entertaining.
No,
Very much so.
You must try to look on the bright side. The more foolish he looks, the better we all look just sitting here.
I mean, you're not wrong.
So as you're all having that conversation, you hear another door slam open as you hear Okros and Warfrin start yelling at Aura as she hits the door in as Okros is standing there.
Hey,
What is
hey,
this,
guess
little
what?
one?
Guess what? I have a secret to tell you. Guess what?
I care not for your secrets. I need to get coffee. Be gone.
Wait.
Just pacing.
Coffee after secret.
I'm just pacing back and
No,
forth right
coffee
now.
now. Secret later. I pick her up and
No.
we're out of the way.
I'm gonna pull on your main. I'm assuming you have a main. I'm pulling on your main. Stop! I have to tell you something. You can't go downstairs.
Then you can tell me as I walk. I pick her up by the scruff and walk.
And the
You
whole
drag her
time,
behind you.
I'm
You
just
know-
pacing back and forth. Like I
Warfin
had like
needs to know too.
I had like 7-8 cups of coffee. I'm just pacing back and forth, like
You
trying
you
to do the
have
Jack Sparrow coin, the coin,
the coin
roll.
toss. Yeah.
Yeah,
You have a
Over his
mug
fingers.
larger than your head that you've been drinking out of before anyone had even woken up. And you simply
Warfin-
stroll out behind Aura and Okros as they move down the hall towards the stairs. As you pass Nez's door, as it opens gently to what you would assume a smiling and well-rested Nez.
Nez, stop! Stop it! I have to tell Nez too. He's right there. Stop! And at this point, I'm like beating the side of your head to get you to stop.
Can I bonk
Stop!
her with my quarterstaff?
I mean, you can try. I don't think it's gonna do much.
I can't knock her out with it.
Hey, halt!
You're
I must
small.
tell you. I must tell you the secret. Did you know Yuri wasn't always a vampire? And he got turned into a vampire because he slept with an octopus and wouldn't bother the children?
13.
You bonk her like from the scene from The Lion King. Just bonk.
Bonk.
If you're gonna hit me, at least make it count.
Warfriend, I'm always going to call you Rafiki from now on, just letting you know.
Rafiki.
You know, I'm gonna shut the
Or
fuck up.
it's,
10? Come on.
or it's just gonna look at Warfin, quirk an eyebrow, and say, Warfin, honey, if you're gonna hit me, at least make it count.
21.
That it counts.
That definitely should count.
21 count. Oh, you motherfucker! What was that for?
Test me again.
At this point,
Okros just
you
chuckles to himself.
Okros laughs as you are bouncing on his shoulder as he's going down the stairs. Nez almost whistling behind you guys as he's just gently walking towards the stairs, a little pip in his step, more than usual. And Nameless, Creed, and Yuri, you all see Okros carrying Aura as she's rubbing the top of her head, as you see Warfrin with a quarterstaff and a very large mug the size of his head that he's currently drinking coffee out of, as she just keeps saying, no, 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 let me go back. I need to tell Nez the secret.
Let me tell him a secret. Let me go. Okros, put me down. And she's gonna look at Warfin. You glorified garden decoration. Why'd you hit me? And then goes back to Okros. Put me down. Put me down. I have to tell Nez.
Can I
Put me
flicker in the
down.
nose?
Flicker in the nose.
So, Aura, real quick. Since now that you're on the ground and in view, I need you to make a wisdom save.
Roll that wisdom
Yeah.
save.
Hold on, let me get my thingy-majiggy.
DC 17.
Oof.
Ooh,
Wisdom? My
wisdom.
wisdom's a +8, motherfucker.
Her
21.
Oof.
Oh.
Okay, she resists.
Oh,
So what exactly were you doing, Yuri?
Old person.
So you reach out, muttering a few words, trying to just stop her from thrashing. You see her limbs stiffen for a moment as she turns her head at you and stares what feels like daggers into your own eyes as she returns to her flaily self.
Hey, Sparkle Boots. You thought you had me, but I know your secrets.
Congratulations, you know what is common sense. Not everybody
Okay.
was born a vampire. And no, for the record, I'm not going to tell you about one of the greatest fucking failings of my life. Okay, I'm not just going to fucking blab that shit to you.
She's gonna look at him with menace because he won't tell her. You mean your birth? And then go back to Okros. Okros, can you please put me down? Please. I need
Does
to
anyone
go
have a
tell
sleep
Ned.
spell? Because if I put her to sleep, it's not going to end well.
I have I'm immune to that's magical sleep. I'm immune to magical sleep.
Well, then looks like I'll have to put her to sleep myself.
Oh.
We're gonna
Put
play the
me
game
down,
of
Okros.
euthanasia.
Okros,
What?
can you please put me down?
What?
Damn.
At this point, I've stopped flailing and I'm just looking at him. Please put me down.
Very
I'll be.
well.
As soon as he puts me down, I'm running back up the stairs to find Nez.
Nez is
He's
already behind us.
he's
I was
he
right
is
behind you.
I was gonna say he's
Oh.
3 steps behind you. You run past
Okay.
him, then realize he's down the stairs, and you run back down the stairs to catch up with Nez as he's sitting at the bar with the rest of the party.
Nez, guess what? Did you know Yuri wasn't always a vampire? Do you know how he got turned into a vampire? I don't.
Whoa. Whoa.
Thanks.
Slow down.
Thanks for the
Breathe
biddies,
a
Carson.
moment.
Big appreciate.
But no,
Orphan.
he got turned into a vampire because he humped a tree too hard.
Warfin's like winding up his staff to like give her one good go, like
He's
waiting for her to
just-
say
Hit me with that.
something.
I'm
Hit me
just
with that
gonna
again, you
look at the
glorified fart
bartender and ask for my coffee.
So,
Wait.
I don't know
You told me he threw a
knows I
puppy in the river.
forgot about that stuff, but I doubt he'd fall for that.
Oof.
See, she does not know the real answer, so she's going around making up bullshit.
Well, tell me the real answer, and I won't have to. 'Cause
Why
I'll
the
tell
fuck?
everybody a random thing. I'll tell
Why
our
the-
enemies what you did.
Why
You
the-
did tell everybody a random thing.
I
Why
will.
in the fuck would I tell you? You have
Point is,
literally not given me a
me.
reason to tell you, and this little shitstorm, little stint of yours is giving me less of a reason to tell you.
Well, maybe if you weren't such a fucking asshole and I wasn't mad at you, this wouldn't happen. And now you're lying to me on top of it. Oh no, sorry, you're not lying necessarily. You're just withholding the truth.
What? Yes, yes. Well,
I thought we didn't lie to each other in this little band. I thought we had to trust each other. Because right now, Sparkle
What
Boots, I
does
don't really fucking
not
trust
revealing
you.
their past have to do with lying?
Like I said, not so much lying. He's just withholding the truth. So now I have less of a reason to trust him. Because if he doesn't tell me why he was turned into a vampire, how do I know he's not going to turn on us and cause us harm? He does have magical powers that he didn't have before, thanks to Hades.
So the vessels of personal life is different.
Okay. You, as usual, you guys are all correct and my feelings are in balance. It's okay. It's great, really. And just when I thought I was starting to actually fucking trust you guys.
I
Kudos.
stick a cup of coffee in her face to like shut her up.
Do you really think she needs coffee?
Yes.
That is like
Jokes on
that's like
you.
giving
I
a
don't like
toddler a Red Bull.
Or slides it
What
back
is
to
this
work.
Red Bull you
No
speak
thanks,
of?
I don't drink coffee.
What is a Red Bull?
It's a bowl that's red. I mean, what else can I explain by that?
Why would you give a large Red Bull to a toddler?
That's my point.
At
Why
this
would you
point,
give coffee to Aura?
Are they all sitting up? Like, are they all sitting or are they standing?
They're all sitting at the bar, and you find yourself a seat at the end with the rest of them.
I'm
And-
sitting
Mr.
away from
DM.
them.
Okay.
I'm mad at them.
Okay.
For the record,
Mr. DM,
Yes.
I need you to do me a favor.
What you got?
What kind of cactus?
Oh, be what you got.
A moist cactus.
Thank you.
We're messing with Mrs. Rage. It is tradition.
It is.
So, Aura, you sit away from the party as you are flustered. And
I gotta fuck off, by the way.
Very good. You sit away from them as everyone just has their coffee and a nice sit down as you're all trying to wake up and get yourself in the understanding of what needs to be done. You all know that you have 2 things, maybe 3 things left to do in this region before you are able to fully lock it down and then travel south to the Great Scorched Desert. You know that you have to find a way to fix Glacier Keep. You have to find a way to retake Ravenholm if that is a necessity. And then, of course, you're going to have to take back Westminster and secure the harbor. You know that Glacier Keep is still full of monsters and nightmares, whereas Westminster is full of the Mars Company troopers you've run into before, who is led by individuals like the Man in Red. So, you know, both will be difficult, but they're the 2 things that need to be done if you wish to have a complete foothold in this region. You're still unsettled by what you all felt and heard yesterday, but the feeling passes quickly as you all find yourselves with each other. A feeling that replaces a lot of the misery you have been put through, a lot of the trials and tribulations, as you found all of you having each other's backs. And that even though you can be as mad as you want over someone hiding a secret or someone not putting forth all the information, you know, at the end of the day, that each of you would help each other to your last breath, like you've seen before, as it's been shown by the scars you all carry. And a few things are seen. As you have your coffee and your food, you see that the claw that was given to Yuri is interestingly shaped. Seems to have been modified into a 5-finger bladed gauntlet, that of a BBEG, if you will, and that he carries it with pride on his leg, where he can easily just sink his arm into it, pick it up, and go to town. The golden gauntlet, the fingerless one that was given to Aura, is of course still on her person, but is not on her hand, the jewels shining brightly across the back of it. And you all see Nez as, even with all of this happening, he seems to be chipper, more than usual, as he just seems... The word is hard to describe. He's not necessarily happy and he's not necessarily excited. It's almost like a combination of the two. Like as if he's bursting at the seams with anticipation for what he's found. Nez, in what you have found, as the rest of the party looks on you and eats their food and drinks their coffee, is that you found something peculiar with the blood samples you've taken. You found that the 2 that you got from Yuri, the one that he had before and the one that he had currently, and the sample you got from the monster, all were different in different ways. The ones that Yuri carried seemed to be very close to blood that you've seen before. Relatively straightforward, no mutations, good cell structure. The one that he has now that he's been put under this curse, it almost seems like he's been put into an accelerated state of sickle cell anemia, where he can no longer produce his own red blood cells. So he has to take them from other sources. The ones he produces are inefficient, which is why he needs to feed on a semi-regular basis through some way or another. You see that he doesn't have many other markers. You see that his white cell count is much higher but stable, as well as a few other things that seem to really poke out of what the physiology of the vampire curse does to a person. The other sample you got from the undead creature shows something of quite the opposite. you see that it has an increased number of red blood cells compared to a regular sample. It almost to that of the extreme. But it seems to have decreased their size but increased their volume, almost if it's trying to fuel something. Its white cell count is essentially non-existent. Its platelets that you were able to see, things that allow it to coagulate and stop itself from bleeding, were also highly increased. Clots were normal to find in your sample, even without any kind of agitation. And so you can clearly start to put together the physiology between a quote unquote healthy person, a vampiric physiology, and how exactly you could battle the undead as an artificer, as an alchemist.
Ooh, this sounds like it's getting fun.
Well, you look happy today.
You remember all those blood samples that I've been taking?
Aye.
I think I'm getting closer to figuring out how to battle the undead in a little bit easier way for us.
Hmm.
I'm not
Well.
completely positive, but I feel like I'm onto something right now. I can feel it.
Well, cause for celebration then.
Yeah, it's probably why I'm also so awake this morning, because I'm not usually a morning person. Or am I still up from last night? Did I even sleep?
That's a good question.
I'm running on my high right now from my discovery.
Okay. Well, enjoy your coffee.
One thing you all do notice as Nez shares his findings and what he's found and what it means to what he's been working on, you'll notice that as Yuri seems a little different. You knew before that he was pale and that he looked undead, but now it seems even more so. His skin seems a little more drawn, almost if it's a little drier, a little thinner. You see that his color has become more of a blue gray than it was as the pale before, and that he smells a little not great. Not enough that it's gut wrenching or horrendous, but definitely something that you can't quite put your finger on.
Hmm. Yuri, your odor is unpleasantly close to that of off meat.
At this point, Aura's moved back and sitting beside them now, but she's still not speaking to them.
I am aware. I believe this is theory, nothing more than conjecture. Somehow, my contract with that fucking asshole is
Aura rolls her eyes.
somehow overriding my regenerative abilities, which should not, in theory, be possible. As far as I've experienced, those regenerative abilities are next to limitless, right? I've regrown arms and legs before. But for some reason, I appear to be rotting.
Hmm. Well, hopefully this contract with him is worth it.
That will have to remain to be seen. But I stand by my decision. It did get us out of, well, frankly, certain fucking death.
Another eye roll.
So
One thing that has come up that Nameless you notice is that you look at the back of Nez's right hand and Aura's right hand. And you see they both share the symbol of the Ouroboros, a snake eating itself. You see Creed shares that symbol on his right hand as well. The rest of the party does not. As you look down at your hands after having slept off the large amount of combat and other activities that you've been going through, you see that that symbol has also found itself on the back of your own.
Question quickly, out of character.
Uh-huh.
For Yuri's condition, would the gauntlet help at all? And like even slowing it down, if it can't fully stop it because it's part of the contract, would it slow it down at all?
You can try.
Okay. Guess Hora's got to decide how mad she is at Yuri. Is she mad enough that she wants him dead? That's the real question.
But Nameless,
Or
that's
even
what you
worse,
see. You see that symbol on only 4 hands out of this group.
I can't get out of my head where that's from. You know that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I fucking hate you for it. So, did anybody else notice these marks on the back of our hands?
just nods my head.
We got them from Max.
For
Right.
what? Why do we have them?
We
If
have
anybody
them.
Okay, there we go.
We have them because we all, I believe, independently have our own. What are they called again? Words escaping me.
You, Nez
The stone.
and Aura would essentially explain to you, along with Creed, is that Max explained that the 4 of you were indoctrinated into a group known as the Eternal Watch, which is a group of individuals that are meant to be on the outside of situations. They're known as the Watchers. Those are the people like Max and Bill. What you all have been indoctrinated into that group because you've all had an interaction with a specific world stone. Creed interacted with the large stone that was in Keeper's tomb and allowed it to reactivate. And the 3 of you that have otherwise been marked have seen a vision of a stone matching your magic's aura somewhere in the world.
Hmm. So we're watchers now, huh? What are we watching? I hope it's not any, like, adult type stuff. That would be gross.
Or size. Having not really paid attention to what they're talking about, but also making a decision on what she's going to do. Yuri, come here. Yuri, are you ignoring me? Come here, please.
Sorry, I was elsewhere.
How do I use this thing, Burn?
You would simply put it on and place your hand against who you would like to heal, and then you
Is
would
it only
cast one of the
one
spells.
use?
No, it's, as I explained before, is that there are a few uses. You have 3 uses of Cure Wounds, and you have 1 use of Prayer Word Heal.
I don't know which one I would use in this. I'm assuming Prayer of Healing.
You
'cause
would
it's the
more
one
than likely use Cure Wounds, as it is a single target.
Okay. So
You
I'm
could
going to use
also
one of my.
simply use Cure Wounds out of your own pocket to help him. It's just the gauntlet seems to make healing easier for you.
Okay, well, I would like to use Cure Wounds. Can I like double them, like use both?
You can only choose one at a time. But if you use it out of your own spell book, you can increase the level you cast it at.
With the gauntlet?
No, just normally.
No, I'll just use the gauntlet. I'll just
Okay.
use the gauntlet. I have 3 charges. Okay, Yuri, I'm gonna try something. I may be extremely fucking pissed at you, but I don't want to smell you for the rest of however long we're here. I sure as hell don't want to look at your handsome face falling apart. Place his hand on chest. I'm clicking a charge. I don't know what happens
All right.
from here. I'm touching him.
So you cast, you go ahead and you cast Cure Wounds. And you see the magic drain out of one of the crystals on the gauntlet and go through your hand into Yuri as the energy travels from you to him. Yuri, you feel good for a moment, and then your body is filled with searing pain.
Rips hand off of him instantly. Oh no, what the fuck did I just do? I was trying to help.
Thanks for the biddies, Carly.
But
Big appreciate.
very much definitely.
You've activated a curse. We'll see which one it is.
Even if it was not for this incident with the thing, I am still an undead, and that is radiant magic. Oh, that hurts.
I'm sorry. Aura feels extremely guilty right now.
It is okay. Outside, does the regeneration kick back in? It's like actually very important.
Your regeneration kicks back on for but a moment as your body is shell-shocked. And you realize that you're not continuously rotting. This seems to be a part of the contract. Almost as if you have also become a true undead, not just a vampire. So you do actually happen to smell better than you were before, if that counts for anything.
It does count.
So can I zap him with Cure Wounds out of my pocket anytime I feel like it? Even though it hurts, can I zap him?
I mean, you could use any of your spells at any time. That's how it works.
I know, but like, will it regenerate him back to where he was if I do? Or does it like quick moment and then he's right back to smelling and looking like a mess?
You don't know. You could do it, but you're not sure. So,
Okay.
1,500 biddies were given by Miss Carly, which means that
Son of
a
a
curse
fuck.
has been enacted.
Thank you, Carly. We appreciate your contributions to this fucking shit show.
So, the curse that is going to be activated is going to be for the whole party and is going to be called Change. During a scene, whenever you are speaking to another NPC or amongst yourselves, you must change what is said completely every time you hear the word change, and not in the sentence from me specifically.
All right, give me an example.
Yuri, you are speaking to Nameless about what you want to do today.
Why me?
It's an example. Let's roll with it.
Yeah, but why me specifically?
All right, fine. Nez and Yuri, you're talking about what you want to do for your day.
Okay, we're talking about it.
Say words.
Say words.
Words. He got that in stereo.
I wish to go to store and buy milk and
Change.
bread and cookies. Okay, I don't get what it does.
You choose something else to say. So, for instance,
Have you ever seen Whose Line Is It Anyway?
Anyway.
I have seen Whose Line Is It Anyway, yes.
Yes. So
They did a change on that one.
I have not seen that.
So
No?
the way it should work is that when you are speaking, so for instance, we are here to save the princess. Change. We are here to kill the princess. Change. We are here to lay the princess. That's the situation. Is you are changing the understanding of what you're putting forward. So if you're
And
like,
how
I
long
want to
is
go to
this
this,
for?
it's gonna go on
Okay.
until I don't feel like it.
Okay, I got it.
Question:
Yes.
No.
Who's the princess?
I don't know.
Is she a
It could
bunny
be
girl?
anybody. No, it's not.
What's with the
I'm
bunny
just-
girls?
Just wondering who we're laying now. That's all.
Yeah, so essentially, whenever you are speaking to someone,
Just
whatever
ignore-
sentence you say, if you hear the word change from me, you have to change what you're doing.
So
So
none of us will speak. Got it.
wonderful.
No, I had to act out the fucking like panic attack last time. Okay, you guys are
Yeah.
fucking talking. Fuck you.
Yeah, he did have to act out the panic attack when he thought he was a lycanthrope. So, you guys have to carry your weight a little bit.
And the Australian documentary, don't forget that.
Yes, and
I
the
go to the-
Australian documentary, that is correct.
Go to the gym. I don't need to
that
carry
was
any more
awesome.
weight.
Loved it.
So, at this point in time, you're all sitting there having your coffee and your breakfast. It has been a couple hours, and Leandros enters the tavern and simply looks to all of you and goes, "Well, what are your plans today? We still
Good
have
morning,
a
lady.
couple of things to do, and the Harvest Festival has concluded, which is always nice. A lot of morale has increased. You seem to be in better spirits, and you seem to be having better gear. You seem to be in better understanding of yourselves as well. So, what do you plan to do?"
I'm planning to learn this coin roll.
Very
I heard we're
useful.
laying a princess.
Interesting. Who's the
I'm
princess?
going to sit.
I have absolutely no idea. It would be
Change.
nice to know. It's Nez.
Change.
It's the DM.
Fourth wall break.
is that a fourth wall break inside a fourth wall break?
Like 16 walls.
Holy crap.
What's the DM?
Like
Or
the
it's gonna
ogre
look
of
at-
wall breaks. So many layers.
Or it's gonna
It's
look
like an
at
onion.
nameless. What's a DM?
Who's the DM?
What?
Huh?
Nameless. What's the DM? You speak of this DM.
What is a DM?
What is a DM?
Can you see everything outside of this?
What do you mean? See everything outside of it?
What do you speak
Then
of?
you don't need to worry about it.
I'm.
I imagine you say that and you slowly turn your head to look at a camera that isn't there.
I looked at my webcam when I said that, and I like did a finger circle around it. Yeah. For those not watching my stream. Who's peeing in a bottle?
I was drinking
What?
water and it's about empty.
Okay.
So Leandros asks all of you again. So, you're learning a coin roll. You're laying this person called DM. What exactly are you doing that is productive today?
Princess called DM.
Ah, my mistake, Nameless. A princess called DM.
Captain Leandros, I believe we are actually going to Westminster.
You want to
To
take
try,
on Westminster?
I believe that was the plan, yes. Because that's the only area on this island that we have not secured yet, as far as I am aware.
We still need to do the keep as well.
Alright, there's the Glacier Keep as well.
Thought we got the keep. Out of character, I thought we got the keep.
We
No,
have to
the keep to
rebuild
the
it.
north. You have to rebuild Glacier Keep.
Oh, I thought we got it. I thought we
No.
already did that, so my bad.
See the little
Well-
exclamation point on the map?
Oh, okay, it's still solid. Okay, I see the difference there. Gotcha. Anyways, I guess we also need to rebuild Glacier Keep. So it's up to us to decide which one we go to.
Okay?
Well,
You've answered and not answered my question at the same time. That is an achievement, to say the least, of what I've
Was it
seen in my
amazing?
years. It's impressive, to say the least. So I will leave you to it then, because now I am confused and need to go. They're calling me outside. Goodbye. As he just walks out, just immediately turns on his heel and walks out the front door into an
Oh,
empty
it would have been
street.
so much. It would have been so funny if the fucking bartender or whatever it is was like coffee. So, boys, what are we doing today?
Okay then.
Keep or
Oh,
Westminster?
Apparently, you're stream sniping.
what?
Nobody else but me and Nez caught that.
Oh, that.
What are you talking about?
Oh, right.
When I was
Yeah.
talking about the exclamation points, you're saying, "Oh, those are solid." Yeah, they're the only ones on our map. If you're looking at Burn stream, there are ones that are solid and ones that are not.
Oh, I didn't realize that because I wasn't looking at Burns' stream.
I always have Burn stream up to read comments. Didn't realize I was sniping. Didn't realize it was a fucking secret.
Stream sniper, stream sniper.
So, as you're all sitting there kind of trying to figure out the best possible plan for what you are going to do going forward, all of a sudden, just you feel this wave of confusion fall upon you. Where, Aura, I'm trying to say this with a straight face so I can get the delivery right. You no longer
I'm gonna go
believe
to your
in
stream
a
real quick.
clearly obvious aspect of the world. You believe the moon does not exist. And you cannot be swayed otherwise.
Is this a curse?
It might be.
And sorry, I missed it. I zoned out for a second because I was responding to a message from my mother. Can you repeat yourself? All I heard is the moon doesn't exist.
You, as a character, believe the moon does not exist and you cannot be swayed otherwise.
Oh, God. It's daytime, so I don't even see the moon. Okay. This works for
Which
me.
makes you want to tell the rest of the party that it's proof that the moon does not exist.
Because it's day. Oh, fuck.
You totally could have went with a new moon there, and it's just sitting there right beside the sun. But I like this one better.
Time to roleplay. Nice.
Oh, no.
We know that Yuri wasn't always a vampire. And there's a million reasons why he got turned into a vampire. Did you also know the moon doesn't exist? That's why we never see it. It's only ever the sun
What?
we see. We don't see the moon.
What is this moon you speak of?
Exactly. What is a moon?
Who is a moon?
How is the moon?
Why is a moon?
Like, sun. It's only the sun. There's no such thing as a moon. People talk about this like moon at nighttime, but no, it's just dark. There's no moon. What's a moon?
Moon. Juliet is the moon. Romeo is the east.
Guy, you see that glowing white orb? People say that's the moon. No, that's aliens.
You see a
there's another-
glowing white orb?
There's another form of a creature in the sky that watches us while we all sleep.
Is this anything like your theory about Yuri?
What?
What'd you say? I missed what Creed said. Creed, what'd you say? You cut out.
You're writing about some aliens. Is this anything like your theory about Yuri?
Yes,
I can tell
exactly.
you,
Yuri
probably
is the
still
moon.
wrong.
Yuri is the moon, and therefore the moon does not exist, and that is why Yuri is a vampire. Yuri
I mean,
knows
I know
Or,
Yuri is pale, but damn.
he is the moon, and the moon does not exist, so therefore he is a vampire because the moon does not exist and vampires exist. So that's why he got turned into a vampire, is because the moon could not exist. So now he's a vampire, and now he exists.
I am nowhere near drunk enough
But
for
I asked
this.
you a question.
Can I get another cup of
So-
coffee?
There is no such thing as a moon.
But there's such a thing as a Yuri? I'm so confused.
Is Yuri fake? Is Yuri not real?
Yuri is very much real, and Yuri is sitting right there.
Am I not real?
He's less hot
I-
than he used to be.
What is real
I-
now?
I slap Yuri in the face.
I like pinch him and prod at him.
Yuri?
Yep, he's real. He's real. I hit him.
Yeah.
I mean,
She goes off and like
I will
just
prove
punch
he is
Jones.
real. Come here, Yuri.
Oh my god.
No.
Get over here.
Let's see. Run up to Yuri, grab his face, and just kiss him. I can't kiss what's not real.
Stealth and fuck off.
that's
If
gross.
she starts talking about frogs, this is over, guys.
Bonk.
The moon's not real.
So
Yuri's real.
I need it.
I can't kiss the moon, but I can kiss Yuri, so the moon is not real, but Yuri is real.
can you kiss the sun?
So
Can you kiss the floor?
incredibly- I am
Can you
so-
kiss the sun that you said is real? Can you kiss that?
Yuri gets up and walks out. Yuri gets up and walks out.
Yeah, Creed will go with him.
I bonked her on the head.
I can't.
Every
I can't.
session, we stray further from the DM
I
as the
I am-
chaos ensues.
I'm too deep in this. I'm staying here for the long haul. So yeah, you never answered me. Can you kiss the sun?
I can kiss the sun. I am one with
How
the sun. I am
how
the
can you-
sun. I bring brightness into this world. The moon brings
I wa-
darkness. There is no moon because the world is
That-
never truly dark.
Can I bonk her?
The first gets a mug of meat and walks out too.
Can I watch you kiss the sun? I want to see it.
You can call me.
I want to see you do it right now.
You can call me.
As you two
Icarus.
are arguing,
I will
you just
fly
wind
too
up
close to
staring
the
at each
sun.
other, frustrated, as you see Nez kind of creep in on the side with a question.
Hey, Aura, are you okay after the other day? I mean, I know I shot the cannon. You got yeeted across the top of Broken Talon and bashed your head, but
I'm
I think I
fine.
need to
I
give you a
am
medical
great.
check.
I am fine. I am great. The sun is real. The moon
Change.
is not. I am Icarus. I am not okay. I am never okay. The sun is the moon, and the moon is real, and the sun is the moon inside the sun inside the moon.
Can I just
So,
walk out at this point?
I don't know why you had to come over here. I had her this close to try to kiss the sun, and then she would have burned up, and we wouldn't have had to deal with her. Why'd you have to interrupt me?
I am Icarus. I fly to the sun flies to me. I am Icarus. The moon is not real. The sun is real, and I will fly.
Why?
Well, let's let her fly to the sun now.
I'm
Prove
like
it.
a bird.
Prove it that you can fly to the
fly
sun.
away. I don't know where my home is. I don't know where my home is.
Or you feel compelled to bring yourself to the roof and try to fly towards the sun.
I'm bringing myself. I'm going to get up there and I will fly to the sun. I will soar like the eagles above.
I'm gonna walk outside and watch this
fly.
happen.
You all
Can I get some
step
popcorn?
outside. You manifest popcorn. You all stand outside as you see Aura yelling from the rooftop that she is going to fly to the sun and prove that it is real, but the moon is not.
Jump!
Quickly. Burn, check your DMs quickly.
Yes, you can.
Do a barrel roll.
So,
Do a flip!
wild shape into a bird and fly towards the sun.
Yeah. So you see her wild shape into a large harpy eagle and fly into the sky directly towards the sun
Oh my-
as her silhouette disappears against the rising sunlight. And then as you continue to fly upward, you suddenly start to have the realization that it's pretty far away. You're pretty tired. You're pretty high up. And the air's kind of thin. Roll Constitution check, please.
Couldn't get much further on this.
Check or
Sorry.
save?
You know what? I'll give you a con save.
It's the
I'll
same
give you
value
that one.
anyways.
Nah.
Who's
13.
outside with me?
Everyone's
I'm
outside.
Everyone's
13.
outside. I want to look at Nez and go. Is it Harpy Eagle season?
You see her disappear out of view as Aura, you continue to fly up, and you realize that you're not supposed to be this high in the air, and you start to lose consciousness.
And I wall shape back into Aura, don't I?
No, you start to lose consciousness still in your harpy eagle form as you're flying towards the sun. You have been trying your hardest to get there, and then you suddenly have a realization. As the wave of confusion disappears, you go, why was I yelling about the moon? The moon is real, the sun is real, I've seen it. Why am I up so high? Oh god, I can't breathe. Oh god, I'm falling. As you realize
I
you are now
pass out.
taking a nosedive towards the ground, as you see the rest of the party standing there, very concerned yet interested in the events about to unfold.
One,
Give
two,
me
three, got
another
it.
con save.
Another con save. Please, dice gods, don't fail me now. I really don't want to hit the ground.
Athos tries to
20.
jump to where he needs to be to try to capture.
You
20.
are able to regain enough mobility in your body at about 300 feet to the ground as you get your wings back open and you start to stabilize and not go flying face first into the cobblestones below. All you guys saw from the bottom, from the ground, was Aura flying off as a bird, her silhouette disappearing, and then you saw her take a straight nosedive out of the sky till about 300 feet above you, where her wings opened, and then she sailed off back towards the tavern.
I'm gonna wild shape. When I land on the roof, I'm wild shaping back into Aura,
Mm.
like scuttling down the side of the building because I don't know how the fuck I got up
Dex
there in
check.
the first place. Dex
Cree,
check.
that was fantastic, by the way. I played that while he was explaining that entire thing. It was fantastic.
Nat 20, motherfuckers.
You don't fall and eat shit off the roof as you try to scuttle on the side as a druid. And so you're all watching Aura as she lands on the roof, wild shapes out of her eagle form, and then clambers down the side. Sweaty, out of breath, and confused.
Well, now that that's over, what are we gonna do today?
The fuck just happened? Who let me do that? Why did I
We
do
all
that?
did.
You?
We all let you.
I was already outside just trying to enjoy some meat and fresh air.
Okay, I'll take the blame for this one. I did not try to stop you.
Neither did I.
It was
I
funny.
did I.
about the moon not being real, and why did I call myself an Icarus? What happened? Why?
That's why I asked if you needed a medical check, and you said no.
It might apparently, Nez. Lean her head towards Nez. Check it.
How is that different from any other day?
I don't go ranting about the goddamn moon every other day, Nameless. Instead,
No, but you
I
talk
rant
to
about
dead
how much
bears.
Nez would- You're right, I do, because why friend shaped if not friend?
So why are we gonna try to stop you when you're doing weird stuff?
No, because I don't want to die, and sometimes I make dumb choices.
Look, none of us get paid enough to deal with that all day,
None of
every
us
day.
get paid at all. We're just
My point
here.
exactly.
We're just fucking here, risking our lives for the betterment of the world. Wow. Real day heroes.
You're wrong there. I do get paid.
You get paid?
Of course. Actually, I'd assume I'd rather considerably wealthy, technically.
Paid in trauma does not count as getting paid.
Oh,
I don't.
mean,
I don't
if we're
think
being
being paid in
technical,
trauma is
yes,
how we want to be paid.
I'm rather rather wealthy. 13 years of back pay should be quite a lot of money.
Yeah.
I mean, do you see the shiny armor he's in? He obviously gets paid more than we do.
Yeah. In trauma.
Well, unlike all of you, I'm still employed.
Still employed. Good. Good to know, Creed. Good to fucking know.
I'm the watch commander for Leandros.
I know. That's
And
fine.
this is why you take point in every fight. It's just it works out. It's perfect.
Keep talking, Creed.
So
Getting your story.
you're all having this argument in the middle of the street when from
Our house.
down a ways you see a carriage come around the corner. A horn sounding from the
You're
wagon
not
as it brings itself closer, being drawn by two very strange looking horses, and the carriage looking incredibly colored. Red and white striping and gold trim. A large wooden sign with bold coloring within the letters on the side of it. The horn sounds once more.
I thought we were done dealing with clowns for today, but apparently not.
As it just simply comes closer over the cobblestones and then stops in front of the tavern. The side door of it opens and sprawls out into a stage as a spindly man with a long mustache steps out with a very tall black velvet hat on his head. A
Out of
long.
character, are these actual horses? Like actual horses? Just
You
dressed
think they're
weirdly?
actually horses?
But they like look like a horse?
Sure.
I want one if they're horses.
You see him step out as he has a long twisted cane made out of blackened wood with a gold ball on top of it. As he steps forward with his strange blue belled out bottom pants and black shoes, his small red waistcoat, his large mustache, and his yellowed teeth. He steps forward and goes, "Well, howdy, everybody. My name is Jeremiah."
Howdy, Jeremiah. Those are some fine specimens you have leading your carriage.
Well,
I thought
thank you,
Jeremiah was
pretty
a
lady.
bullfrog.
I found these nice folks last time I was doing a show around Etheria, and I believe I had done found myself quite the specimens, and I believe that my side show carnival would be most appreciated in New Haven.
Is your son? Are they? What breed of horse are they? If I do may ask.
Even I do not know. It is a proprietary secret brought to me by the breeders from where I got them from. If you would
Can I
like to
wisdom
find some,
check?
I could tell you where they are.
Can I wisdom check?
Sure.
Will that tell me what they are?
You can try. You can try and reason what the hell they are.
16.
You think they're horses. They just look like horses to you, but they look a little strange though. They definitely look like horses.
And sir, if you would mind telling me where, kind Sir Jeremiah, if you would mind telling me where you got these said specimens, I would love to get myself one.
I can
Why did you go southern?
I can most definitely show you where I got these fine specimens. This here Deimos and Phobos, these beautiful horses that pull my sideshow carnival wherever I seem to make the entertainment for the nice folks that wish to toss me a few coppers. Now, if you would like to come find out where they are, you could always step into the carnival.
And what, pray tell, would my job be with your carnival, sir?
I'm not asking you to join my carnival as a job, just to simply step into the carriage and see my mighty fine wares, and possibly the directions to where you can get yourself one of these fine folks that pull my cart around.
Seeing as apparently we are all individual people and allowed to make our own decisions, I would love to step inside your carnival and see what is happening.
Well, by all means, if you would like to take your friends with you, I seem to know you as the fine folks who saved New Haven and made yourselves quite a name in these here parts. So if you would like to step in, your fares will be free. Just go on and come on, step through the side door here.
No, no, kind
Nope,
Jeremiah.
nope,
I
nope,
will
nope.
go
She can go by
alone.
herself. She can
I
go by
will go
herself.
all alone, Jeremiah. I would love to see your fine affairs on my own.
I hear
She's
too many
gonna,
banjos as it is.
or is gonna look at the guys. Make her own choices, right, boys?
Why are you southern all of a sudden?
The accent seems to rub off on people, makes them here
Kind
comfortable.
of character. Southern accent. I adopt it because my best friend is from Georgia, and anytime I talk to her when she's visiting home, it's just habit. That's why. So with him talking in a Southern
Well,
accent, I adopt it too.
there's wonderful. Now, if you could come step to the side door, I would happily
With
open it and let you come see the wares. The rest of you fine folks, if you would like to join her, you can. If she'd like to go by herself, that's also fine.
my pleasure, kind Jeremiah. I will step right through the side door, and I'm on my own. These boys have much better things to do.
He goes, well, I'ma introduce myself to the rest of the crowd that is beginning to form around this here carriage while you step through that door. My name is Jeremiah Wilkins. I am the ringmaster of this here sideshow carnival. We are the entertainment of Etheria, of the Ethereum plains, as well as this new region upon the brink that we have done found ourselves. I have oddities and trinkets and tapestries of information and monsters that you've never seen before. And I would love to show every single one of you what we have brought with us here today. For the world that you see is but a sliver of what is truly out there, and I'm here to open your eyes to the unseen, to the strange, and sometimes the mysterious. So come on, come down to the sideshow carnival, and we'll show you a hell of a spooky time.
I'm fixing to enter the side door.
So you open the side door as Jeremiah is going through his ringer in the front of the stage, and you step in. And the room you step into is significantly larger than what it looks like from outside. The room you're in is much larger than the carriage itself, even, and it is filled with glass display cases, stuffed monsters, stuffed creatures, tapestry, books, items behind glass, things that you've never seen and things you can't quite understand. And it is just filled to the brim with knowledge that a druid, a warlock, or anyone else that seeks that true knowledge would love to get their teeth into.
Does Jeremiah join me in the thing?
After a few moments, you hear him be met with applause from the crowd, and he steps through the curtains into the room you're standing in, and he goes, mighty fine of you to join me here, Miss Aura, was it?
It is Aura, kind sir, and bless your heart. This sideshow is just simply exquisite.
Well, I would love
All
to
the
show
unfound
you everything here that has been procured and collected by yours truly. Now, I know you were very interested in them there horses, Phobos and
I
Deimos.
sure was.
Well, I can show you where they came from.
Please do, sir.
And he walks you to a tapestry that shows you a world that is both twisted and enlightened. And you see in there creatures much like what you know, but slightly different, slightly odd. A world of magic and interest. Things that you still haven't seen in your own world. Pixies and fairies, living animals and monsters and mushrooms and trees all seem to fill this world slightly different than things you know of.
My, what a wonderful place. Where is this?
It is a wonderful place indeed. It doesn't have truly a quite good name, but it is An interesting one nonetheless to visit if you so wish. You can find many good things there. I found Phobos and Deimos from someone who traveled there once a long moon ago, and the rest of it is history. I sometimes venture into it once in a while to find myself a new attraction, something fun for the kids or for the adults to come see. Small things, trinkets, a preserved fairy, a shrunken head, a book of knowledge that cannot be read, the normal things that one may see upon the travelers that filled with glee. Now come and see. As he walks you down furthermore, and you start to see everything he has in store, everything starts to rhyme as everything starts to stand in time. Your eyes begin to widen as everything begins to brighten, as the world begins you to change, and you find yourself on a stage. Somewhere different, somewhere new, but unfortunately filled with gloom. The voice of Jeremiah
Oh.
drifts away, and you find yourself alone
Mm.
on a wooden path filled with fog, with twisted trees and deadly frogs. Voices heard in the distance, along with music paired. You find yourself ensnared.
You knew you'd get me with the damn horses. God damn it, Burn.
As you find yourself on that path, the rest of you are, well, reserved to this situation. But as you stand outside the carriage, drinking your meat and your coffee and waiting for Aura to come back out, she never does. But Jeremiah does. Comes back onto the stage and begins showing other people the oddities he has. A stuffed mushroom person that stands an interesting 9 feet tall called a my sword. A very interesting individual. Brings out another one that just seems to be a clown but with fangs for teeth. But this here is one of them funny fellas. We found him by one of our plantations where we've been growing our crops. And unfortunately, he thought it was a good thing to make our folks laugh themselves to death before he ate them, luring people in with a singular red balloon of all things. What a tedious monster he was to finally catch. As he continues to show more and more things, you become more and more concerned with the fact that Orr hasn't shown up yet. And you feel more and more pressured to find out why. But before we go forward, we're going to take a quick break, take a quick bio. I'm going to refill my water, use the bathroom, and come on back, and we're going to keep on going.
I need more coffee.
Yes. Coffee, water, tea, etc. Whatever you need, grab it. That includes you, chat. Make sure that you guys are hydrated and paying attention because things are going to get weird for a little Friday the
Already grabbed
13th
another
fun.
drink.
Stay
Uh-huh.
hydrated.
We'll be
You know
back
what to
after
do.
this short musical break.
I can regrow limbs. I can literally already do that.
Basically, he's got a fucking grief with being ugly.
Thinking way too small. Renewable resource of food.
Did you just say I'm a renewable resource?
Yeah.
Yeah, but what level of warlock are you, Cactus?
I am a warlock.
Didn't know we were going Space Station 13 on him.
4-5 rogue
I
warlock
had him
split.
right. Look, it's
Though
So
I
you're a
admit,
level 5 warlock? Those are the words you're using?
correcto.
Thank you. That's what I wanted to hear.
Though
You
I am
nerd.
tempted to. I am tempted to just run it straight 9 warlock.
I mean, it's a little too late for that, but sure.
I don't
So-
want to be in Alice in Wonderland land anymore. Get me out of here, boys.
No. So we find ourselves outside of Jeremiah Wilkins' Sideshow Carnival as he begins reminiscing about things that he's seen and done. And you still haven't seen Aura yet. She still hasn't come back out of the trailer itself, the carriage. Yet Jeremiah is here, telling you stories and showing you monsters and books he's stolen and found, taken.
I don't think we're gonna miss me too much.
I'm still making coffee.
Rex is like, I would love to RP, but I'm at the coffee pot. Ah. So you all notice that she's been gone for a minute, so any of you can step in and start the conversation.
Where
Where
is the annoying? Where is the annoying elf?
Why question it?
Because
That's the right
she's-
thing to do.
I was going to say because she's useful, but also because the right thing to do.
But we have peace.
How tall up is the stage the showman's on?
Peas in our
Like, how deep is it?
How tall is it?
Oh, off the ground is probably 3 feet off the ground.
All right. About how tall is he?
He's probably a good 6 to 7 foot. He looks very gangly.
Let me ask more wild hypothetical. Actually no. Is he wearing a tie?
He's wearing a bow tie and a very tall hat.
Wait a minute. Jeremiah Wilkins. I didn't know who he's based off of. All right, that works out. Creed is going to kind of politely make his way through the crowd to directly in front of Mr. Salesman. I'd like to make a
hi there.
purchase.
What indeed would you like to purchase from this here sideshow? I do have a few things you can get, trinkets and whatnot from the shop. What were you looking for?
Creed's gonna reach his hand up, and as high up on the man's chest as he can, he's going to grab his clothes and pull him down.
Just like pull him down to your level.
Yeah.
All right. Well, hi.
What I want is the sea elf you meet inside your little caravan. I'm going to assume, more than likely, The intent is we don't see her again. We tend to forget. I'd like her returned now. And if you're lucky, I want to let the spice pirates do whatever they want to your soft, more than likely, very fine flesh.
Well. Excuse me, Mr. Cree. I don't know
I'm
what you're
not
speaking of.
hearing. I'm not hearing a yes. It shall be returned. I'm not hearing. I will do it.
I will
believe what I'm
return
about
her to
hear.
you. You simply have to go through the door, Mr. Cree. I haven't taken nobody from no one.
I know your type. I want her returned. We will go in. I will make sure you are behind, right beside me, through whatever she has to deal with. Do you
Well,
understand me?
I understand, Mr. Creed. If you wish for me to walk into the world with you to show you where she is so you can take her back, by all means. Jeremiah is a whole soul. I will definitely show you where she is.
Read that is trap. That is trap.
See, I have a solution for that. Miri, could you humor me with a bit of showmanship for a wonderful salesman here?
Ooh, I do love a good
Could
show.
you,
What do
could you
you mean?
show him your upper jaw?
Oh, these fun little things right here. You're just pointing to his teeth with his very coy smile. These little things right here.
I'm not sure if you've noticed, Mr. Wilkins. My associate here. Well, you like your flesh for a different reason.
Now, Mr. Creed, there's no need to get feisty or bring your attack dog over to the stage. Like I said, if you wish me to walk with you into the carriage to show you where Miss Aura is, I'll be more than obliged to do so. I never said no and that I would not return her. I haven't taken her to start with. She may be simply just looking around what the trinkets I have back there. Does turn into quite a maze if you're not used to it. Many things that I've collected over the years and whatnot. Now, if you would kindly let go of my shirt, sir, as he stands up and fixes it and gives it a nice flick. It was now, fine lady folks and gentlemen, I will be stepping away, but for a moment to help our nice heroes, let's give a nice little round of applause for the heroes of New Haven while I bring them as personal guests into the carriage as the first ones to see it in New Haven. And you see the crowd begins to clap voraciously, seeing all of you step forward as you all walk with him to the side door. And he stands there with you and goes, "Open the door, Mr. Creed."
Do not open door. You
You
go
was
in.
so peaceful.
No.
You go.
By all
You
means. And Creed will lean in.
Off. I was trying to be hospitable, but by all means. And he simply reaches out with his cane, pushes down the door handle, and pulls it open. And you see inside it is a carriage full of trinkets. The room looks larger than it does from the outside. And he walks in, and I imagine you all follow behind him. He goes, "She must be down this way towards the end. That's where I showed her where we found them horses, Deimos and Phobos, the tapestry that held them."
The what?
The tapestry that has the big piece of cloth with the fancy pictures and words on it. We have a few of those that are dedicated to moments and history of things that we found. One of those had some pictures of the horses I have, Phobos and Deimos, on it, and it spoke of a land that had these creatures that you've never seen before, that you see here in my curiosity cabinets. Fairies and pixies and bogs. You even have them there box trolls, which those guys ain't much of nothing. They just kind of a pain in the ass. Keep stealing my cardboard. But Walk with me down this way. I'll show you exactly where I left her last. If she is lost in here, we will find her, I swear.
Shit, I just realized sense motive isn't actually a fucking skill.
Insight is.
Insight,
Which essentially
roll
is
insight.
sense motive. Go for it.
22.
You see that he is cheerful. He seems to be honest in that he will show you where you need to go and where Aura was last time he saw her.
And how will we, wherever she went, how will we ensure that we can get the hell out of here?
I will stay here and make sure that I can lead you back out so that no one else gets lost. Like I said, it can be quite a maze back here if you ain't careful.
I feel bad. This feels bad. I have bad feeling about this.
That's just the shrunken heads talking. Don't worry about them much.
If I yell and shit, will they be able to hear me from wherever I am, or no, I'm gone?
You try to yell out. As you look up and down the path you're on, you see that it's just dense fog on a wooded path of dead trees. And your voice just echoes, but you still hear the music in the distance.
You know what? I don't think they can fucking hear me. Hello? Hello? Somebody
Your voice
fucking help me.
Your voice just continues to echo while the music continues to play.
I'm walking down this path and I'm going to either find the horse I want, if there's even a fucking horse at this point. I'm going to find my goddamn way out of here because I'm tired of being alone. I miss my assholes. I want them back. Why the fuck?
You begin to walk down the path in an aggravated state as the rest of you are led to the tapestry where he left Aura, where it again it showed a tapestry of fantastical creatures, living trees, living mushrooms, horses that look strange yet familiar, pixies and fauns, satyrs and nymphs, things that you've heard of in your own bedtime stories here in a place that seems all too real. He goes, "This is where I left her. I showed her even the horseshoes we done made, the first ones in this glass case."
Alright, look. As a bit of a con man myself, I get it. But I would like our friend back. But please let us not
I
make this
have
complicated.
I am
I
not
just
making
want
anything quite complicated there, Mr. Yuri. I am not a con man. I am simply a traveling artisan of the interpretership that is the Carnival.
Okay, then can you just find her and go get her, please?
I told you she was just simply down this way. If she ain't here, I can't immediately find her with some kind of magical skill bolt that come out of my head. I am not a walking compass, Mr. Yuri. I only know as much as that I can see, and all I see right here is that she was standing here and must have gone down the path some. If you would like to continue down this wall that has this here tapestry on it, I imagine you'll find her. She can't go that far. This place is not infinitely large. It is not full of holes and nooks and crannies that one can fall into so mysterious like.
Fine, I will go. Creed! Creed, my friend. Creed?
Maybe doing something. Oh, there he is.
Who else is in the carriage with us?
All these.
Can I do an Arcana check?
Yes.
Yes, you can, Mr.
Alright,
Worthing.
I just did one while I was letting you guys talk. I got
Flashback
20.
to Aura. I would walk 500 miles and I would
Or
walk
you hum that to
500
yourself
miles.
as you're just walking the trail, hoping for the best. Warfin, you see that there's a lot of magic in this carriage. Nothing that you can really pinpoint, but you seem to believe that whoever this Jeremiah guy is, the things he has here are the bona fide truth. They are actual things from a place of magic.
Interesting. Can I...
I'd like them to do that.
Say again, Green?
First of all, can you hear me?
Yes, a little bit.
Kind of.
Can I see if Creed's even heard of this guy?
You can see what with Creed?
Let's see. Is that
Better.
better?
Yeah.
Well,
Well, it was better for a moment.
We had you for a second.
all right. Can you hear me?
Yes.
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 All right. Now, I'd like to see if Creed's even heard of this guy before.
So, yeah. Go ahead and do a intelligence check for me. Actually, do a history. Do a history roll.
Sound like a barrel roll?
It kind of like a barrel roll. Full of books, though. It's kind of boring.
Oh, dang.
Silly. How do I roll on the desktop? I apologize. I'm trying my best to work.
You're good. I can hit it for you if you want me to.
Yeah, if you could roll it, that would be great. I'm gonna be plus one.
You got yourself a 15.
Nice.
Is that
You can't seem to remember if you've actually heard of this man before. That his name does not exactly ring a bell in anything that you've dealt with in the Brink for as long as you've lived here. Though he sounds familiar, but nothing you can really put your finger on.
all right? Oh, that was good. Oh, that didn't. That was beneficial to the space. But you guys continue on with your other plans.
Okay. So what plans do the rest of you have as you're essentially standing in front of a very large tapestry?
Bruce has never seen a tapestry. He is going to poke it.
Now, I've been real careful there, Mr. Okros. I will not poke it very hard with anything sharp, as it is simply cloth with pictures put on it.
Okros bends his finger so he pokes it with his knuckle instead of his claw.
You see, it's just simply fabric. Ain't nothing too crazy like.
Fascinating.
You see these a lot in their castles. Big old rich people tend to put them up, usually having some kind of portrait on it, family, a battle. You know, something real fancy that commemorates a moment, so to speak.
Be worthy of this tapestry. Yes.
I've even
Where
seen
does one
folks put
commission
pictures
these?
of feasts on it, of food spread beyond the eye's reach. You would simply talk to a seamstress or somebody who deals with sewing and fletching and type of tapestry making. Has to be somebody around here that you could speak to about that, if you were so interested.
Well, thank you. I will have to find one.
Can I do an investigation check to see if there's anything off about like this whole scenario?
Sure.
Can I do an investigation check to see if I can figure out which way maybe Aura went?
Yes, you can also do that.
21.
So,
At
Warfern,
20.
as you're walking around, you see that a lot of this stuff, as you saw before of your Arcana check, is that this is bona fide. This is all real. Wherever he got it, the Lord knows where, but he has it. And so you really not seeing anything off. It's just a lot of it gives you an uncanny valley feeling. Just like it's slightly off from things that you would imagine you would see. Would you like to burn a lucky on that, Nez?
I've been just sitting here and laughing at
He
that.
texted me.
Aura
Yeah.
would like him to burn a lucky because she's very angry with being trapped in fucking Alice Wonderland.
I'm just gonna be sitting here scratching my head for a moment. Yeah, I do want to burn a lucky.
I did get a nat 20
Throw
on
fate
that.
for that. So
Yeah, and that's you did
that'll just
succeed
leave
very
our fate
well.
points at the same.
Yeah, it's the fate points are the same, lucky's the same.
I don't have luckies on this character, so it's a fate.
Yes, you can use a fate. I can't believe you've done this.
I can't believe it.
Actually, Warfren just rolled a nat 20. How many nat 20s we've had so far today?
I think I've had 2.
One, two. Yeah,
I
so
had one.
yeah,
Aura
we
also had one.
earlier. Yeah, so we've had 2 in total so far. Very good, very good. That means we are actually up to 8 points, even with the one that Nez is using.
Alright, so with that 18,
What is this
see
voice
this-
figure?
Okay,
why
Burn.
have you turned
Yeah.
into a space marine?
Apparently, my numpad is still stuck to my voice changer for some reason. That is annoying. I'm going to fix that very quickly.
Oh no.
Man, I thought it was Optimus Prime for a moment.
The mad lad himself. And that explains why I was shifting around so much. Anyway, so yeah, so you don't find anything that sticks out a whole lot. You do find that you can see where exactly she went. It seems that she walked further down along the wall with the tapestry and then suddenly poofed.
He pooped out of existence?
She poofed. She pooped and or poofed out of existence.
Oh no.
Oh no, indeed. As she sees you walking down, what you got?
Can I cast Find Traps?
Yep, go ahead.
Cool. So that'd be anything that I could see within a 120-foot range.
Yep, you see no traps.
All right. I don't see any traps here, guys. I'm not quite sure what's going on.
And it seems like Aura went this way and then just vanished.
It is possible, right? We can all sense magic in this place. It is possible that the magic, something triggered something, which sent her off into another area, similar to like how one walks between planes. It
I
certainly is not
do believe Mr. Uri may be onto something. The magic that makes this carriage is interesting, to say the least. But I'm here simply to show you what you can see. open your
He's
eyes
saying
to the
this like
world
it's my damn
beyond,
self.
putting you forward into what may be beyond the veil. Now, come with me, and you'll see a world of misfortune as we walk forth through the fog, and you'll find your resolution. And as you hear these words, you all find yourselves on a path of dead trees and fog as his words echo out, his footsteps disappearing behind you, as you all see an aggravated aura walking away from you, walking down the path about 30 feet ahead.
I don't remember receiving no damn golden ticket.
Do I hear them talking?
Yes. As Nameless, you see a golden ticket flutter down over your head in front of your eyes.
Ooh, is this real gold? Can I sell this? I want to sell this.
I'm gonna whip around and be like, oh, and just sprint towards them.
You sprint towards them and you meet them with gusto as you all find yourself now with Aura on this path of fog and dead-end trees. In the distance, you hear music down the
One of
pathway.
them, and it's whoever will catch me. I'm not naming names because I don't want to get dropped.
I'll go for it.
As everyone just goes off to the side as she jumps.
Warfin, give me athletics. Give me athletics. Do it.
Only
5.
four.
I will
I'm
just say that
fine.
Okros
Or-
would be right behind.
I'm
So-
4'9". I'm not that big. Why are you having the gnome catch me?
I wasn't having anyone catch anybody. Warfin stepped
No,
up.
I mean,
Warfin stepped forward to go in and catch you, and he catches your legs as Okros catches the rest of you so you don't squish Warfin.
I was going for it. I had faith that I would just catch you.
He tried so hard.
but
He
got
did so
far.
well. Yes. He only got up to the knees, and that's what usually happens.
She's not that much taller than me.
Sounds
I mean,
a
yeah,
total
but
Saturday night.
she was jumping at you, so I mean,
Oh yeah, true.
so you've all been reunited and you hear music in the distance down the pathway through the fog.
Question.
Answer.
What's the music?
It's in a minor key.
Oh yeah? Which one?
It's
What does it
very
sound like?
It sounds like carnival music.
You're not prepared for this, are you?
Oh, no, I am. I'm just waiting for you to get closer.
Yeah.
So it sounds just very, very faint in the distance. And just, do you walk towards it?
I'll walk the other way.
You walk the other way, and you seem like you walk for a few minutes. Do you continue walking?
Sure.
You continue walking for another few minutes. Do you continue walking?
Sure.
You continue walking for a few minutes. Do you continue walking?
Rinse and repeat.
All right. You keep doing this. Do you just continue walking?
Absolutely.
All right.
Fuck that music.
The more you walk, it doesn't seem to become any quieter. And as you just turn your head over your shoulder just for an instant, see how far away you've gone maybe 30 feet, and you feel like you've been walking for 30 minutes.
Ah, it was so peaceful. Why do we have to do this shit?
That slow. Tell me your secrets.
You have to be really, really cool.
Did it have something to do with those strange black reflective objects that fell in front of your face?
Maybe? Question mark?
I think I will call them sun reflectors.
I mean, you can call it whatever you want. You still gotta deal with it.
Nice.
So at this point, do you all begin to walk towards the sound?
Yeah, I guess sure. Oh shit. Okros finds this music unsettling, but it appears walking away from it is futile.
Can I just continue like slow walking away while giving Okros the finger guns?
I mean, you can, but you're not really going anywhere.
That's fine.
Or is currently clinging
That's
to
not the point.
It wasn't the point at all.
Or is currently clinging to Okros's leg because he's tall and she knows he can support her weight. She's just happy to see everyone again because she's lonely.
I appear to have obtained what is known as a Klingon.
I wish to now point and laugh at Okros while slowly walking away.
I stick my tongue out at Nameless.
I don't care about that.
So
No, you don't.
you all continue pushing forward towards the sound. And you hear as you just get closer. As the song continues to play, as you push ever farther into what you can see now is the top of a darkly colored carnival tent that just seems to be silhouetted in the fog as you get closer. The sound in the beginning seems very light and traditional from what you've noticed. And you see that the tent in front of you has two flaps that are wide open with bright lights inside. You can see the silhouettes of the horses you saw that were pulling the carriage doing circles and tricks with other people who are behind it as well. And so you find yourself now in front of a large tent that has this music playing through it.
I'm not going in there. Nope. Nope. Not going in there.
You made us follow you. Get.
I'm not.
You go first. You go first.
I'm not going in there.
Yeah,
Okros?
you're gonna learn your lesson from walking off on your own.
Okros, throw her
No.
in there, please.
No. There's probably fucking
Just-
clowns in there.
Just
And
pick her up and toss her.
no. No clowns.
She made us follow her. Pick her up and toss her.
No clowns.
Rolling athletics.
I'm not going in there. There's probably clowns in there. Please don't make me go in there, guys. Please.
That is a 23.
So from the outside, you can see that there are no clowns, that the traditional things you would see in a normal carnival are not here. It seems to be mostly animals that are performing acts with people who are on the trapeze and doing things being fired out of a catapult. You see those who are doing sword swallowing and pyromancy and blowing fire out. You see a number of pixies and gnomes and other types of small creatures that are coming out and doing tricks that are based on their stature. And Okros just continues to push Aura forward as you all enter it. And as you make it through the opening of the tent, a bell sounds and everyone comes to a standstill as a spotlight comes onto all of you. As you just hear a voice booming from the back go, well, everybody. It is here at our now carnival that we have some special guests that have come looking for a specific thing that they have found. Now we are here to open their eyes to the world around them and give themselves something to laugh, to cry, to enjoy. Welcome, one and all, the heroes of New Haven, the leaders of the resistance, those that push forward and break the boundaries of the world around them. Welcome to the Black Carnival.
The Black Carnival. Does it come with a black parade?
No, but the music takes a shift as you step in. Everyone seems to exit the center ring as the music starts to take a turn. It seems the lights flicker on and off, pointing to different directions and different actors that are coming onto the stage. Ladies and gentlemen, let me bring forth our first act. We have Billy the Strongman, Lisa the Contortionist. We have the Burning Pixies 3 with the Trapeze Act. We have all of those that you've come to see, what you've come to feel at the Black Carnival, where the freaks come out at night for all the joy that comes with it. Now welcome to the Sideshow Horror. Now,
Wait,
the-
I have to go and talk to my roommate quickly. What did I miss?
you see, Miss Aura, you have been welcomed into the Sideshow Horror with the Black Carnival. Thank you for being a part of the main act, as we will introduce you to those that you will be having to perform with if you wish to make it out of here alive.
Just me?
No, all of you, including your friends. You've come to join the carnival. Come to play in the tent and understand what it means to truly live. You wanted to find yourself a horse. Well, that just so happens to be the going away prize for those who make it out on the other side.
And who am I speaking with?
You're speaking with me, Riley Brimble, the ringmaster of the Black Carnival, the leader of the Black Waltz, the understander of freaks, and the purveyor of oddities and curios. Welcoming
Riley or
you. You can call me Mr. Brimble.
Okay, Mr. Brumble, I have a question for you. Or a
I may
request.
have an answer.
As my regrettable decisions have wound us up here, I myself, my friends were just coming to look for me as they were worried because I tend to do stupid things on my own. So I may request that they are not made to perform in this dark carnival, and I would like to perform on my own and earn my way out of here along with the horse. They are not to be held responsible for this. They were just looking out for a friend.
If that is what the case may be, then we can essentially set the stage for a one-man performance. Everyone loves the high-stake game.
I will own my own choices and I will do this alone. They are not responsible for what I have decided to do.
Now, I am one to always be fair and understanding of the situation at hand. I will give you this as a lifeline. For every event, you'll be able to bring in one of your compatriots to help you out. Now,
If they are
remember,
good.
you are here to make a show. If it's not entertaining, it's not going to work.
And that is very fair, Mr. Brumble. You have every right to say that. But my compatriots must be willing to help me as I am the one that got us here, and so I will be held accountable.
Can I just shoot him?
You don't see him. You hear his voice, but you don't see him specifically.
Can I just shoot in the direction of his voice?
Go for it.
Well, I'm trying to look at the guys and be like, guys, I'm not dragging you into my bad decisions. I will do this alone.
Or I am shooting somebody. It's either in the direction of that voice or it's you. Make up my mind.
You can shoot in the direction of the voice all you wish, but I will not force you to perform with me. I'm gonna look at each one individually. Creed.
Holy fucking laggy fuck.
So you fire into a direction, and as you pull the trigger, your normal report that would fire seems to have been replaced by a flag and confetti. The flag simply saying bang.
He just masked my gun.
Now, Mr. Nameless, we can't have unauthorized acts of violence in here. Your weapon will be returned to its original state only if you wish to join the act with your dear friend Aura if she calls upon you. She did say that she'd be doing this by her lonesome unless one of you wished to step in once per act on your free will.
And at this point, Aura's going to look at them one by one. Creed, I will not force you to perform, but if I so need you, will you join me? Oh, he's muted. So I'll start with someone else. Nameless, I will not force you to perform, but if I so need you, will you join me? He's muted too. Nez, I will not force you to perform, but if you so needed, will you join me? I'm on my own. Got it. Okay, fine. Nez is not
I
responding.
want to see what's going on.
Yuri, I will not force you to perform with me, but if I so need you, will you help?
If it is some way possible for me to help, yes, sure, I will help.
Nez, now that Yuri has said he would help, if I need you, will you help?
Basically, my answer is the same as yours. I mean, I don't know what's going on, so I don't even know if I can help at the moment.
Like I said, if I need you, I will call upon you if I feel like you will benefit the situation. I'm not dragging any of you in here with me. I did this to myself in the name of a fucking horse. This horse better be fucking worth it. Okros, I will not force you to perform with me, but if I need you, will you help? Okay. So I have 2 out of 5.
You never asked me.
Oh, I thought you were AFK.
No, I'm chilling.
Orphan, I will not force you to perform, but if I so need your help, will you help me?
Perchance.
Okay, I'm going to turn and look at or not look at Mr. Bramble. My compatriots have either voiced or not voiced their opinions on this. I am going solo unless I so need their help. What is my first task?
Your first task is, of course, is one of that is always entertaining to deal with. You find yourself inside the center ring where I stand as the ringmaster. What you need to do is, of course, the first one is an act of agility, of dare diving heights and speeds that bring forth the adrenaline and fear out of the hearts of the viewers as well as those that participate. You see, you will need to climb across these here trapeze as spotlights pop out and show 3 trapeze between 2 of the tent poles that hold up the canvas. And
was
you
this
will
the
say again, Miss Aura.
out of character burn? Is this acro that I would have to roll here?
This is acrobatics, yes.
Okay.
All you have to do is make it across the trapeze in a efficient and entertaining manner.
Cactus, check your DMs. So I would have to cross this trapeze, and how would my compatriot help in this situation had I called upon one of them and they were willing?
All that comes down simply is that if they wish to assist in this situation here, is that they would be the ones partaking with you upon the trapeze to make sure that you make it across and that it makes as entertaining as possible.
I'm gonna turn and look at Yuri. Yuri,
Mm.
being the undead vampire that you are, I feel as though your acrobatics may be high and may assist us walking across this rope. Are you willing to help me, or am I on my own for this one?
Das, I will help you.
I think you misunderstand what the trapeze are, Mrs. Aura. You will not be tightrope walking.
No,
You will
roping is
be swinging from one to one across a large gap between the two poles that support the tank canvas.
well, Yuri, are you still up to help me here?
Yes, fine. I never imagined myself being a carny, but not bad. But hey.
Volunteer to help me.
Wonderful. Now, if you could both go ahead and climb one of the poles of your choosing to the top of the platform where the trapeze are, will be mighty grand.
Is this where we roll, Bird?
You were simply climbing up a ladder. It is nothing to be concerned with.
Okay, I'm gonna go climb the ladder.
Hey, Yuri.
And we're just watching them, right?
Yep.
This time you can show off.
Oh, I get to show off. Oh.
Go for it.
Aura's gonna look at Yuri as we climb the ladders and mouth the words, "Thank you."
No worries.
What happens after we climb the ladders, Mr. Bramble?
You see, you both find yourselves atop the platforms opposite of one another. You must simply get from one end to the other in a very simple fashion. Now, be wary. There is no safety nets and no second acts in this tent.
Takes a deep breath. Here goes nothing. And then roll. Yes.
Yes.
Burn, yes.
Yes. Acrobatics from both of you.
To
All
make
of
it more flashy, let me see if I can do this. Well, first off, does our magic even work here?
You're not entirely sure.
I'm gonna try.
Okay, what are you gonna try?
I'm gonna try just to cast Spirit Shroud on myself, just for flashy, showy offy.
Okay. It seems to work. It doesn't seem to have malfunctions like it usually does.
Oh, I like this. I like this. This man.
I rolled an 11.
Magic is easy here. That's a 31 with a nat 20.
Very nice.
Yeah.
So
That's
that
another
gives you guys another pointy point. Beautiful.
Question.
Do I get? Does Yuri show off or not?
Well, I mean, that's definitely something I'm willing to see. But I do have a question, Mr. DM.
I have an answer.
Would a nat 1 been a Flying Grayson's kind of catastrophe?
Possibly.
That one's just you eating shit.
Well, yeah, Flying Grayson's, yeah.
Oh, see, I don't know shit about carnival stuff, so.
No,
It's
that's
Batman.
Batman, dude.
No,
Robin, yeah.
There you go. Fucking.
Yeah.
Sure.
That's how his family died. Is the trapeze.
I thought his family died. I thought Batman's family
No,
was
no,
killed.
no,
No,
not
Robin's.
Batman's family. Robin, the original Robin.
Robin. Oh, okay. I was
Yeah, the
like,
original Robin that turns to Nightwing. That guy.
I was like, wait a minute. I thought Batman died, or I thought Batman's parents were fucking executed.
Yes.
Yeah,
but,
pretty
you
much,
know,
because somebody thought it was a smart idea to wear their finest pearls to Prime Alley.
Listen,
To
no
a
one said
movie
his
theater.
parents were smart.
Listen,
Anyway.
how many
His-
billionaires do you know are actually intelligent? Come on.
His father built like everything in this city. What do you mean his parents weren't smart?
Look, just
All right,
was-
we're not going. We're not going there.
We're not getting
We're
into
going
this right now. Listen, we're just gonna go into do this fun stuff. We'll save that for
Wait,
after
Wait, I'm gonna
behind
go
the
into
scenes.
this for no. I'm gonna go into this for another 24 seconds while I have an ad break.
The two cat men going on about Batman. What do you know?
As you're sitting in the stands watching, or
Cats, bats, it
You're-
rhymes. I mean,
Your
Yeah.
ad break is over.
yeah.
no, it's not. Now it is.
No, it is. So with the 31 from Yuri, with your additional spell on, you do it extremely flashy. Oohs and ahs sound from the empty stadium seats that seem to fill up with spectral images of individuals that clap and cheer as you swing from the platform to the first trapeze. Or you do it, but in a less graceful sense. You are a little shaky doing it as you try not to look down to see how far you are from the ground. But you're on the first one, and you are holding yourself steady as you are trying to swing to the second one so that you can grab a hold of Yuri and simply traverse yourselves to the opposite sides. Going to need another roll from both of you.
15.
Do I get anything for the nat 20?
I mean, you got a lot of brownie points.
Okay.
You get a little momentum.
That's 25.
Yeah. So with the 15 aura, you're able to get to the second trapeze. The third one standing in the middle between you and Yuri, as Yuri easily does a double backflip onto the next trapeze. Again, getting many oohs and ahs from the crowd, as you are getting many claps from people as watching you do this death-defying stunt. The middle trapeze now stands between the two of you, as it will take a combined skill to not only get onto it, but to then trade places and go the opposite way.
So acro again, yes.
Yes.
I hate what you just put in my head there, Burn.
18.
26.
Just to let you know, I'm envisioning Yuri doing all of this to Katy Perry's Firework because of the oohs and ahs. I got there somehow.
I got there
God
somehow,
damn it.
now it's canon.
Baby, he's
It's
a firework.
So the two of you swing gracefully to the middle one, where Yuri makes it to it first, throwing his legs over the bar, catching Aura, and then easily throwing her to the next one. And as you're going in the air, Yuri, you maintain your momentum to go to the next trapeze yourself. You hear Ringmaster Rimble go, "Now, folks, look at these fine individuals performing this death-defying act. But now, where would the entertainment be if it was simply only defying death?"
Oh, fuck.
As you all see a flash of light go across the ropes on the trapeze that is within Aura's grasp.
What now?
Darling.
I'm going to need an acrobatics from you real quick.
Nat 20.
With that nat 20 and that additional fate point, you grab onto the rope as you feel the ropes above you begin to give. And you simply are able to use your momentum to swing yourself to the next one as the rope snap behind you, the bar falling the 80 feet to the ground below with a solid thump as your legs grasp onto the next pole as you swing yourself to the platform and jump gracefully off. Yuri, with all of your flash and momentum, you easily make it to the other side, landing with a nice stick of both feet on the platform, raising your hands above your head as confetti goes off around you as some kind of continual flare of the show happens.
Yay, sparkles!
Aura's gonna look across at you and whisper, "We did it."
Now, what What an act, folks. I tell you what, that was some fantastic death defying work by our nice volunteers. Go ahead and climb on down, you two. It's time for the next act.
Climbs down.
Down we
You
go.
two, you two climb down easily and find yourself now at the bottom of the ring. Now, Mr. Yuri, you have fulfilled your promise to Miss Aura. Please join your compatriots in the stands as we prepare for the next event, the strongman feat.
I was gonna say this is gonna be a strength one, isn't it? Oh, gross. Lucas didn't give me an answer.
You find yourself now in the ring with our strongman, Billy. He is a man of misshapen misfortune, but is strong nonetheless. With him, of course, is Lily, the contortionist. The goal here is to throw your partner as high as humanly possible, as with much flair as possible, to make it a beautiful act of coordinated strength and dexterity. Now let us
Question, am I able
introduce
to-
our in-home compatriots as you hear claps and a spotlight crack on over the far gate of the tent as you see Billy and Lily walk in.
Am I able to call for help halfway through, or does it have to be right
You
at the start?
you motion to Okros. Like you could be
I
trying to
wish
talk
so
to him.
bad. Who said I was asking for help? I just wanted to know if I could ask for help if the dice gods hate me.
I mean, she didn't really ask at the beginning. She just sat there and went, "Oh, gross," quietly. How the hell am I supposed to hear that in the stands?
You'll be able to ask for help before the event starts after he introduces the in-house guests.
But I can't do it halfway through if the dice gods hate me.
What are you talking about if the dice gods hate you?
She's saying, can she ask for help if she rolls bad?
Yeah.
I mean, you're gonna have to ask for help because it's not like you can throw yourself.
Oh, this is a two-person thing.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna need Okros then. I'm gonna come hither, Okros.
I'm gonna come hither, Okros.
Ooh. Ooh. What does Okros say to that?
This isn't come hither to tossing you in the air.
Yes, it is hither to tossing me in the air, Okros. Will you help me? I know I got you into this situation, but I can't exactly throw myself. And I don't trust those others to throw me high enough. Because I don't think they're nearly as strong as you. So help? Question mark? Maybe, kinda, sorta. If not, I'll figure it out.
And then she doesn't trust
As
the
much
rest of
as
us.
seeing you throw yourself will be amusing, it will help.
I mean, Okros, we could have Nez go out there and build her a cannon so she can fire herself out of it. That'll get her high enough.
So you're saying I'm on my own here, Okros?
That is not what I'm saying. I said I would help.
Oh, I missed that part. Okay. I have help, Mr. Bramble.
Wonderful. Now introducing your counterparts for this event, Mr. Billy and Mrs. Lily. As a spotlight pops down over him, you see Mr. Billy is just made of muscle and stands at least 8 feet tall. And he seems to have metal pieces bolted on his body, including almost like a visor across his eyes. His hands massive and braced with metal pieces bolted into his bones. He goes, Billy, also known as the Flesh Pound of the Carnival, the strongest one we've seen and had in these parts. A wonderful contestant for a situation as such. And then, of course, the Siren Lily. Small, flexible, and graceful in the air as much she is on the trapeze, a wonderful addition to an event such as this.
Mr. Bramble, I have a question.
Yes.
Upon the agreement of my compatriots, if we walk out of here winners, I want Lily.
What?
Say again, Miss Aura?
If we walk out of here having won all the events, I want to bring Lily with me. Given she is consenting as well, because I will never take someone against their own will.
So you're asking to, instead of get the horse you wanted, to win Lily's freedom? Is that what I'm hearing?
Oh, no. Nay. I want both.
Both is not an option you have in the ring here, Miss Aura. You're not exactly in a position to bargain.
Oh, yeah. You may be correct there. I'm not in the position to bargain. But I take you as a understanding gentleman to some degree. I have agreed to stay and play. Not that I was probably given much of an option here as well. As you said, I'm not in the position to bargain. However, you seem to be a businessman. By giving me Lily and the horse, I leave here with a positive experience that didn't start out too positively as I'm being made to compete against my own will, technically. But if I walk out of here a winner with a horse, which is my ultimate goal, and you have now freed somebody you have enslaved to perform, you look good. And I will spread the good word. And I will have Lily as proof and the horse.
Child,
So
do you know where you are?
I am at the Dark Carnival, Mr. Bramble, and I'm here to make a deal.
Besides the Dark Carnival,
Black
you in
Carnival.
the Feywild, child.
I am not quite sure what the Feywild is, kind sir.
I
Please enlighten
knew
me.
it.
How about if she loses, she goes to the flesh powder over there?
If I lose, I am enslaved to your carnival. That has already
I
been
don't
decided.
think you quite understand the stakes that are at hand here. You
You're
see,
correct.
you spoke to a herald of mine, someone who gave me your names, and if you are unsure of how the Feywild works, those that control the Feywild are simply the Fey, deities in our own right that twist and shape reality as we see fit.
I
Being given your names, you are not here on your free will. You are here until I'm satisfied with your performance.
Mr. Bramble, I never said I was here on my own free will. I was tricked in by Mr. Jeremiah with the promise of a horse information.
Was it truly a trick if he told you where you would find it? Your heart's true desire?
He never truly told me where I'd find it. He just said it was somewhere different than the world I come from.
So does that
Mr.
mean that he told you exactly where you were going? But
No,
besides that point, Miss Aura, it seems that you are here under the guise of understanding, and I'm making you very understanding of the stakes. You are not
Miss-
here to perform as a contest or that as a contestant to win a prize. You are performing for your own freedom to leave this place. Or even if
and
I let you outside of this tent, the walls would simply bring you back.
Bramble, I agreed I would stay. I pardon my loss. But upon my win, I want to spread the good word of the Feywild. I want Lily and I want a horse. You can take it or leave it. If you leave it, that's fine. That is your decision. I
I
won't make
think
you,
you misunderstand what I'm saying.
Mr. Bramble. You don't scare me. You should, but you don't. I've faced worse. I look things in the eye.
Hey, Okros, do you still want to help her there? Because you may want to back out.
Oh, no. My compatriots have no part in this. This is all me. They are not to be held responsible for the decisions I'm making right now.
Child,
Yet your decision to come into the tent is why we're here. So
Name,
yes, the decisions you make are affecting us.
nameless silence.
Stop making it worse.
Nameless, you didn't have to come find me. I know you don't want to. I'm not done.
Uh-huh.
Aura,
Uh-huh.
my sweet summer court child, you have given me the names of your compatriots. They're stuck here as much as you are.
No, that was not the agreement.
It's the Feywild. There's no agreement.
Shut up, Nameless. I am trying to speak.
You hear a
speaking is
snap
what
of
got us here.
fingers throughout the tent as you feel a shackle hang around your neck, all of you, that is inscribed with runes you don't quite understand. As the voice becomes much more dark. Now, listen. I will hold my persona for only so long. Until I finally get tired of playing this game. You went where you were told for a greed that you couldn't satisfy, and you found yourself here, giving your names and your actions to the carnival. Now, I'm already taking quite a bargain by letting you perform to make your own freedom, and giving you something of my own to take with each and every one of you. But you test my patience, Aura.
I'm not trying to test no patience, kind sir. I'm just trying to make a deal with businessman.
As I said before, you are in no place to bargain. So I would suggest making sure your compatriot understands the stakes of the situation you find yourself in, and prepare yourself for the contest so that you can move on to the next one and hopefully make your way to freedom the faster that you can.
I have accepted your answer and declination of my request. Now, if you could kindly remove these shackles from me and my compatriots so we can perform, that'd be lovely. Can't perform with shackles on now, can we, sir?
The shackles are metaphorical. As you reach your hand up, you see that it is fog, that as you pull against it, it vaporizes and then reforms. He goes, it's simply a marker to let you know that you can't walk away until you finish what you started. Now, I asked you nicely to perform, so in turn, perform.
Yes, sir. Anything for the daddy in the sky. Of course, you ready to do this?
If you're done talking,
I'm done talking. I was just trying to better the world by helping one individual at a time.
Apologies, we're fairly busy, so that's why I'm not exactly.
So
Okay.
You're good, dude.
you step into the ring as you see Billy and Lily prepare for their own event. You
Is
see
this
them
another
throw.
outro roll?
You see Billy throw Lily up as she does a few twirls in the air. Nothing of recompense, relatively straightforward and easy start to the competition. A 4-foot toss with a nice twist and a flip landing back into Billy's hand. They motion to you to do better.
Okay, Billy and Lily. Ready, Okros?
Gross is ready.
Okay. Aura steps into Okros's hand ready to be launched. And as he launches her, what are we rolling?
You'll be rolling acrobatics. He will be rolling athletics.
He will or I will?
Yep. I am
He
rolling
will be rolling
athletics.
athletics. You will be rolling acrobatics.
Okay. Ready to roll, Okros?
Okros is going to rage and say, "Fly high, little sparrow."
All right, you get advantage on your athletics check. Go ahead and roll first, Rexus.
Fucking yay.
That, my good sir, is a 24.
With a 24, you throw her a solid 16 feet in the air, which to Aura, thankfully, due to her wild shape, has now enough time to try her best to make something of it. Aura, roll your acrobatics.
I'm rolling my acro and I'm wild shaping into a sparrow. 3.
Okay. Would you like to use a fate or lucky?
Can I use a fate or lucky, guys, to roll
Yep.
again?
You got a couple nat 20s today, so.
I mean, you've been rolling hot, may as well.
All right.
Rolling again. 12.
You were able to, as you fly up into the air, you do a flip turning into a sparrow, and you do another little loop before you turn back into your old self. You feel like it doesn't use the power you have allotted for every rest. And it seems to be a pretty good performance as you land gently back down into Okros as he catches you and puts you down onto the ground.
Oh, I
The
didn't have to mark
crowd
for that.
the crowd clapping with hoots and hollers from the performance as you see Billy and Lily seem agitated as they prepare for theirs next event. As Billy goes to throw Lily into the air, you see his muscles grow larger as he seems to put more effort behind it. And as Lily flies up into the air, about the same height as you did, about a good 16 feet, you see that she seems to have even more room to maneuver and does a very good, very impressive feat of multiple twists, twirls, and landing on her toes into the palm of Billy, who stays below.
Aura's gonna whisper to Okros, we have to get fucking fancy, apparently. Okros, can you throw me with your you have a tail, right, Okros?
My. Yes.
Can you catch me on it?
Do I look like a dragon?
I'm trying to get fancy. How would you? We have to get fancy. Apparently, fucking cyborg and fucking slime bitch over there can get fancy. I want to get fancy. How are we getting fancy?
Well,
Does anyone have any ideas from the nosebleeds on how to help them with their fanciness? As you guys are watching this, you could probably sneak something.
Because I'm out of wild shaping. I've used both, unless that second one into the sparrow doesn't count. Because I don't know if it counts or
I
not.
said specifically it did not.
Okay, I will uncheck that then.
Catch her in your mouth.
Can I balance on his teeth?
I mean, you can try however you guys would like to try and execute this trick.
You here. This is up to Okros. Because he's the one catching me and throwing me. I'm just here to look good. I got us into this mess. I gotta let them have some options here.
I could always launch you with my mace.
Oh, yeah. Launch me with your mace. Let's go with that. And I will
Alright.
and I will land on the mace on my fucking hands to the best of my dice abilities.
So I will
Alright.
launch you, and then I will hold the mace above my head.
Yes. And to the best of my dice abilities, we'll decide how this goes.
Alright. So that means I'm gonna need an athletics with advantage from Mr. Okros to start. To see how much height you get.
Ooh, fuck yeah, not 20.
Ooh.
Very good. Very good. So with that nat 20, you seem to launch her almost halfway up to the platforms they did for the trapeze. So, or you will be approximately 30 feet in the air. Because of the amount of time and space you have to do this, you will have advantage on your acrobatics.
Yes. Advantage of what?
You roll twice, take the highest.
15 is the first one. Nat 20 on the second.
There you go. So as you are thrown into the air, you have this length of time to just do the most mind-boggling twists and turns that the crowd has ever seen. You whipping your body in the air in different directions, doing micro shifts of your wild shape to give you advantage, sprouting feathers for a minute and then fins for another as you guide yourself into these twists and turns that cause oohs, ahs, and just confetti and screaming and just cheering from the crowd as you fall down that 30 feet and you land on one hand on top of the mace that is suspended by Okros. And the crowd loses its fucking mind. And as the applause,
As he lands, Okros is going to, for flavor, use his daunting roar.
I'm gonna
beautiful,
wink.
beautiful. Billy and Lily are discouraged. The crowd has lost their ever-living minds. Popcorn is launched into the air as people jump from their seats, as drinks are thrown, and just it is an amazing scene as the spotlight is on you as you have held this pose and landed something that you didn't think was possible. Now that was something spectacular to see. I believe I can declare that Aura and Okros are our winners for this contest. The third and final act will be one of daring dexterity and understanding of physics. The knife toss.
So what?
The knife toss. Where we will have our dear friend Aura strapped to a board that will be rotating, where we will have a compatriot throw knives at her and hopefully miss. Landing all 6 blades in an exquisite and adrenaline pumping fashion will win you the contest.
Why do I feel like Nameless has the highest dex here?
I shoot guns, I don't throw knives.
Out of character, what's everyone's dex?
I feel like this is probably going to go with sleight of hand here for some reason.
It is going to be with sleight of hand. You'd be correct.
And I feel like
I have a
Nez
3 to my sleight of hand, so probably not me.
Nez,
I
what's
have
your
a 5 to my sleight.
I have a 1.
Oh, Blackburn DC. He'll be back.
Who has the highest sleight? Do you know, Burn?
I believe it is Nez, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, mine's a +5.
Let me
Yeah, because I can't use
double
Okros or
check.
here.
5. Yep.
The
Nameless
only one
has a
that could be higher
4.
would have
Next
been.
has a 5.
I'm gonna have to use an Nez then. Okay. Or is gonna look at Nez and be like, Nez, can I trust you not to murder me?
I mean, I could patch you back up if I do.
Mr. Bramble, my compatriot Nez will be throwing the knives. That is who I choose. Unless I no longer have the choice.
No, you still have the choice. And if Mr. Nez is willing, then by sir, he will be the one to participate in this here act.
I suppose I didn't ask him. Nez, do you consent to participating in this here act?
Throwing knives sounds like fun, so I'm in.
Yeah, you're throwing
Either,
knives at me, which probably adds to the fucking bonus here.
either you win or you kill her. It's a win-win.
Shoots a glare at Nameless. As I was saying, there's a bonus to throwing knives at me, ain't there, Nameless?
Yeah, I believe I just said that.
Uh-huh. Okay. Come strap
And if
me
you
up.
glare at me again, I'm gonna be the one coming down there.
I didn't choose you for a reason. You'll intentionally kill me. I'm not stupid.
So
Yeah, but I might be able to persuade Nez to say no.
Okay. Aura's gonna walk towards the fucking wheel and be like, and look at people and be like, come tie me up, I guess.
So you see a number of individuals come out from outside the spotlight to help you onto a stool that puts you at the center of the wheel, where they strap in your arms and your legs, specifically at your ankles and your wrists.
Make
Once
the
you,
tight bones, the tighter the better.
one of them looks at you and goes, "Don't make it weird," as they tighten them well enough so that you don't fall out of the wheel, as one of
Aura's
them
gonna
stands to the side and begins to spin the wheel slowly at first. As Nez,
as,
you walk forward to a table that there are 6 knives on it.
as they're tying her up and the guy says that, she's gonna wink at the guy who says don't make it weird.
Wonderful. Nez, you walk up to a table that has 6 large throwing knives on it. And you're about 15 feet away from Aura.
Would it be better if it was axes, though?
Good fucking lord. Shut up, Nameless.
It would be, but that wouldn't be as fun.
Hmm.
Not for you, maybe.
Well, if she liked the maces, how about those?
Counting on you.
At this point, Mr. Nez, we will begin spinning the wheel. Stop when you are ready. You must land all 6 on the target without killing your compatriot. Mortal wounds count.
Count. So that means as a success, mortal wounds count.
Mortal
Or as a
wounds
fail?
count as a fail.
Yeah.
All right, just
So
wanted to
minor
double
wounds
check that.
will not count against you. Major
Sure,
wounds
minor
will
wounds
count
is what it-
against you.
Okay.
Question.
Answer.
What happens if she does die? This to the ringmaster.
You'll
guy.
be trapped in the carnival forever.
I'm your ticket out.
It's still a win-win to me. I mean, I'm not being deterred here.
All right. So at this point, Mr. Nez, you can begin when you are prepared.
I want to start off. Well, she's being spun at the moment, and grab one of the knives, and then toss it in my hand. Just like see what I'm about to throw to get a grip on it.
Roll
If
me
he's gonna give me a
engineering.
moment. 23.
So you sit there for a minute, throwing the knife in your hand as you are looking at the target, looking at yourself, and looking at the knife, and you have a pretty good grasp on how these are going to throw.
Right. Well, I'm gonna grab the first one and step up and throw her away.
All right. Roll me sleight of hand.
Can I flash on myself?
You can. You also have 11 fate points currently.
11 fate. I'll probably just take
As
a fate for
usual.
that because a flash is not probably going to be enough.
All right. Roll again.
That's a 19.
You throw the first one, and it lands between both her legs at her ankles on the
Conan went
board.
up to say hi.
Hello, Conan.
Oh, Conan.
Hey,
So the
Conan.
first knife lands between your ankles there, Aura, with a solid thunk into the wooden board as you spin.
I don't twitch. I don't move because I trust him.
That's one. Go again, Mr. Nez. I'm feeling that you're going to be very lucky.
In the back of Nez's head, I don't like what he just said.
Neither does Zora, but she doesn't show it.
And I pick it up, the next one up, and toss. Even with the +5, I'm getting screwed tonight.
Just
I
leave
would
it.
say another fate.
All right.
Probably be safe.
Roll again.
I'm gonna throw a flash on that for a
All right.
14.
So you throw it for a 14, and it lands a little bit close to one of her arms, nearly cutting her, but thunks into the board with relative success.
I still don't flinch because, again, I trust him.
You can go ahead and roll again when you're ready.
Man, I got 4 more to throw.
Yep.
Man, that's 12. With one more flash for a 15.
All right. You throw it, and again, it lands between her arm and her leg on her left side into the wood with a solid thunk
No
as
flinch.
claps and cheers come out from the crowd.
Not that he can see it, but I'm gonna mouth "You got this" to him. Not that he can see it because I'm spinning.
Yes.
Now I'm gonna start feeling a little bit better. Like 3. I'm like, 2 are really good. 1 was really, really close, but I'm thinking I'm getting a hang of this.
You feel like you can
Let's
start
go.
adding some flash to your throws. You feel a little bit more comfortable doing it. You're not as stiff.
I will never unsee that dog again. Oh my god.
What just happened?
Wouldn't do.
And that's a 20.
You throw the fourth one, and it lands next to her head in the wood with a solid
No.
thunk as the wheel seems to be speeding up.
Of course it is.
You are doing quite well, Mr. Nez. Continue with your grand showmanship.
Or it's gonna scream "You got this" because now she's getting fucking dizzy.
No, just kidding. And away we go with another 15. So I'm gonna flash that.
it gets a little close. It cuts her kind of well in one of her arms. Nothing major, but enough that it definitely causes some blood to flow. You got a little too close, but it
Hopefully
does
it's
land.
hurts, but Aura doesn't show it because she doesn't want Bramble to see she was hurting. She just takes it like a fucking champ.
One
Bullshit,
more,
she
Mr.
flinches.
Nez. One more, Mr. Nez, will bring forth the greatest of your showmanship. I'm excited to see the result.
Here we go. I want to fake that.
Okay.
Please.
It has
Just
been
'cause that was-
fated. Roll again.
That would be a 16.
All right. You go to throw the knife, and as you are preparing to throw it, Nameless, roll me perception with advantage because it's at long range.
Is it with sight? Because I already get advantage on that.
Is with your eyeballs, yes.
Do I get double advantage then?
No.
It's a joke.
Double
You don't get
advantage,
double.
whoa.
Double
Oh my
advantage.
god, my dice are so laggy right now.
Do I get maybe triple advantage?
Whoa.
That would be a nat 20, sir.
Rolling hot tonight, everybody, I see. So, you see, as Ness is preparing to throw, you see that same glimmer of light kind of floating off to the side outside of the spotlight's range. The same one that darted across the ropes during the trapeze act that cut the ropes. You see it just kind of hovering, waiting.
Why'd you give him this? He wants me dead.
You know, I was going to shoot it, but she's right. No, I'll shoot it. I want to shoot it.
All right. Roll to hit.
Oh my god, I'm rolling. Ah, it's so slow.
Just
I'll be
the
right
sigh
back.
of exasperation as he's waiting for it. He's just like, where's the number? Where is it?
14.
Oh, wait, what?
So with the 14,
Oh, nice.
you fire, and it seems that because no one was really paying attention, the rifle actually fires. And the round goes forward and seems to get close enough to startle the sparkle of light. Where whatever it was, the round whips past it and it just flips out of existence and speeds off into the corner of the tent somewhere. Now, no interruptions from the crowds.
Take your own
Actually-
advice.
Very well, Mr. Nameless. And so, Nez, you see this round fly past you and that sparkle fly off, and you feel like you can get a good toss in now. And so you give it that good yuck with the 16. And as you throw it, you watch the knife in slow motion as it's going towards the board. You're throwing it as hard as you can as you see the wheel, for some reason, begins to shift slowly as you're watching the knife fly towards it. So the knife would not land on the outside, it would land towards the center. You feel like you have a single moment to fix this problem. Since you have something that no one knows about. You have a gun. You believe in your mind, through all the studies you've done of physics and mechanical manufacturing. That if you fired it at just the right angle, you could knock the knife back into the right trajectory. But if you miss, it may wind up killing Aura.
Or the knife may end up killing Aura as well.
Yes,
I could end
that
up
as
dead.
well.
That's fine. 50-50. You got this.
The other funny thing was, is like you said the gun, and I was thinking about Lucifer's Force Ballista mode.
I believe in you, Nez. You got this.
That would be horrifying.
I'm gonna go with the gun because I actually haven't used my gun at all, and I'd love to use the revolver.
So I need an emphasis roll from you, sir.
Ooh. Oh, it was nice knowing you, Aura. I mean,
Just fucking do it. This is my luck in this game. Just go ahead.
nat 20.
All right. So
Well, fucking
Jesus.
About fucking time. It's always on emphasis.
fine.
So you see the knife begins to move along with the board, and you in an instant quick draw your revolver. You all see him throw his cloak back, reach for the revolver, and fire a single shot. The shot lights up the tent with its multicolored fuse as it flies towards the knife and hits the end ever so gently and ricochets off into the empty space of the tent as the knife corrects its angle and lands directly above Aura's head as the wheel slowly comes to a stop.
Okay, I'm a flinch there.
The individuals that strung you up in the beginning pull the knives out of the wood and get you down as Mr. Bramble comes across the air. He goes, well, I would say you've cheated, but you've played by my rules in a very understanding sense. And it seems that the crowd loves you for it, so I believe you've won as I suggested.
With pleasure, Mr. Bramble. We did as we was asked. Are we free now?
I imagine you are. You have won my 3 contests, you have beaten my challenges, and you have wowed the audience that has been here watching your every move. So I imagine that I be a fay of my word and will let you go. You've earned your freedom.
Much obliged, Mr. Bramble. About that horse I was also promised.
You will get your horse. Tell Jeremiah that he owes me for this, and he will give you what you are deserving of. Now leave my carnival before I change my mind.
Boys, please leave real quick. I have one more word with Mr. Bramble here. But I want you out of this tent.
Fuck it, let's just leave her. I'm done. I'm done with this shit. Fuck, throw my hands in the air and I just walk away.
He's like, finally, I can leave.
Told you it was fucking peaceful. No, we had to go in the tent after her.
Boys, just leave.
No one's talking to you.
I
You
want
all-
Lucifer out of the Force ballistic cannon to shoot confetti.
Just a giant oversized confetti cannon.
Yeah.
Beautiful. And so you fire your confetti as you all begin to walk out. The sounds of the tent coming back forth as you hear Mr. Bramble once again simply go, "Thank you all for attending this contest, this special event we had with our lovely guests. Make sure to tip those that you see. Take a step through the gift shop in the sideshow of horrors, and we, of course, will see you at the next carnival." As you all walk out of the tent, the sound begins to
Laura
mute
doesn't
itself.
leave. Still has questions.
So I know,
Okay,
Ren,
well-
before the end of the night, you're gonna give me that fucking song. That shit slaps, dog. You're gonna give me that
It
shit.
really does.
Like, you're gonna fucking hand that over.
Sounds
So-
like a fucking electric cowboy song.
You know what it's from, Cactus?
It's from the game you don't want to play.
It's the game that we have all played. I played the third multiple times. Those were two.
That's
I was
literally
shocked you
the
didn't play digitally. I like
yeah, that's literally the theme song of the update they just put out for Halloween.
Hey.
Actually, they do it over the summer, so it may have been pulled down, but yeah, that's the song they use for their menu theme. Anyway, or you had questions?
Yes, Mr. Bramble. I know we discussed earlier, well, not so much discussed, but I brought up Lily. What do I need to do to secure Lily?
Unfortunately, there's nothing you can do. And I've already put forth that I've given you what you wanted, and I've
I
given
know.
you the chance to walk away. But if
I
you
know.
do not leave my carnival and I change my mind, I will keep you here. I'm giving you the chance to walk, which is something that most Fae will not give you.
Just have to try one more time. I will see myself out. You take care of your performers. You're here. They're good people.
Goodbye, Aura, and don't ever come back here. And the song picks up in volume as you walk out of the tent, as the flaps close and are tightened shut, as you find yourself back on the path.
Even
The
he's
path
sick
of
of my
fog and dead trees. And
Even
as
Mr.
you
shit.
look behind you to see if maybe it's still there, as the song fades off and disappears, you see that the carnival is now gone. And once you turn around again, you are now back in the carriage of Jeremiah Wilkins.
Mr. Jeremiah, where are you?
You see the tall, gangly man come in from the stage, go, "My heavens, where have you all been? I came in here with you and you disappeared."
Mr. Jeremiah, don't mind my crassness, but what the fuck did you send me? I ended up at the Dark Carnival with my compatriots performing. I don't perform, and you owe me a fucking horse, according to Mr. Bramble.
Mr. Bramble sent you here.
Mr. Bramble sent me, and you owe me something. Where's my horse?
What did he say for you to tell me exactly?
Out of character. What did he say, Burn? I forget. I'm drunk.
Oh,
That he owes
my
you a
God.
horse and that he owes him.
Sorry, what did you say, Nez?
That he owes Mr. Bramble.
Apparently, you owe Mr. Bramble.
Oh.
You owe
Yes,
Mr.
ma'am, of course. I will happily give you. I'll give you and your compatriots both Phobos and Deimos to take care of, and I will take my business outside of New Haven, as it seems that I now have another routine on schedule to take care of.
Yeah,
Now,
I'll have Phobos and Deimos.
if we could all step outside the carriage so I can close it up and make out with what I need to do to push myself out of New Haven, and I will leave you good folks alone. As seems that I have another appointment.
Out of character, can I let him keep one? Because I only want one of them. And I don't
Well, if
think
somebody else in the party wanted another one. Huh?
Do any of you want the other horse?
I might.
You don't feel bad for this man having to push his own cart
Nope.
out of town? I feel bad for this man a little bit. I just want one horse.
Let him push it. He can push it.
I don't have to carry Lucifer anymore. Lucifer can sit on the horse.
Fine, we'll take both.
If you feel bad enough, wild shape into a horse and you carry the cart for him.
Fine, we'll take both.
So you step outside the carriage. All of you do. And he goes to the front of the carriage and unhooks Phobos and Deimos, hands over their reins to you, and begins to fold up the carriage as it continues to fold up smaller and smaller until it's the size of a large traveling suitcase.
Oh no,
He simply,
however will he carry it?
Oh God, you gotta push a briefcase around. The
Honestly.
audacity of this man.
he
Oh my
simply tips his top hat to you, spins his cane under his arm, and begins to walk away and goes, "It seems that I've opened your eyes to what beyond the veil. Now, an appointment is waiting for me, and I believe I cannot be late. You all have a good life and understand that everything happens for a reason, even the
Wait,
scary
wait.
times."
Is this the dude that did the whole like imagination song, but with different lyrics?
Yes.
Then I have one message for him.
What's that?
So you get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
He chuckles to himself as he walks away. As you see him exit the road of New Haven, he steps across the cobblestones, and you see the world almost open like carnival tent flaps as he walks into a bright blue light as the world then folds back closed seamlessly behind him. You now holding two Feywild horses by their reins in front of the tavern where you left only a few minutes ago, according to the townspeople, but for you it's felt a few hours.
Does Aura have both of them, or does someone else have one of the two of them?
Whatever you want to do.
You ask for one, you get one.
I'm holding both of them right now.
You get one.
They're my horses right now. You can have the other one.
No. The other horse went to the rest of the party, and Ned said that he wanted it to carry Lucifer. So
That was out of character. That's not in character. As of right now,
that was
Nora.
totally in character.
Or we'll give one away if you'd be nice to her.
Do not believe I changed my voice at all. It was totally in character.
So, or you simply walk the horses to the front of the tavern where you tie them up. As you know, standing there with two reins in your hand is not the smartest move.
No.
And as you tie them both up, you finally now see that these are definitely odd horses. They have 6 legs and a strange body shape that seems to definitely poke out from the rest. A blue hue almost beneath the skin.
I don't want them anymore. They're broken.
Are they? Would
I
you say
don't
that
want
they would
them
be
anymore. They're broken.
Yeah, that's what I heard. Mr. DM, would you say they are of a different color?
They are a horse of a different color. That is correct.
What color?
Yes.
They're
What the
blue-gray.
Do I have Pegasus? No, I don't have Pegasus on my hand, do I?
What?
My brain went to Pegasus from Hercules because he was kind of whitish blue.
No, he was white with a blue mane. These guys are just blue-gray.
Oh, okay. Well, I
Like
have
the
two
color
blue
of my shirt. They're blue-gray.
Oh. Well, now we have 2 blue-gray horses with 6 fucking legs.
A horse is a horse, of course, of course.
And so you find yourself now in front of the tavern as Leandros has come back and looks at you and goes, "What? Why are there horses here? Why do they have 6 legs? Why is... why? Why are you still... What is happening?"
Or it's just gonna raise the hand as a sign of its fault. Or just raise like it's my fault. Don't ask questions.
I'm Okay. I was going to tell you that the carnival's coming to town. Okay, we got these performers coming in, and I wanted to tell you, but it seems that you've already taken their horses. But huh.
Joey's gonna look at Leandro. Just don't ask. Just don't.
And as he says the carnival comes to town, you hear the sound again from the Feywild pick up in the distance as large caravans come into New Haven, and it is time for the Winter Solstice Festival. And as they pull up and bring themselves up and set up the tents, you hear, "Welcome, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the greatest show of the Black Carnival."
Oh goody, I hope there's clowns this time. Gross, you know what to do.
No.
And so that's where we end our session for tonight. That is where we end our session for tonight.
Oh man.
Well, that was fun.
Yeah, so let's do a quick little breakdown. A little shuffle McShuffle, right? So starting from the top, Miss Jenna, favorite moments.
My horsies.
Very good.
That you said were broken?
They are broken. They have 6 legs, but I'll still love them regardless. They're rescue horses. They came damaged.
Totally wanted to give them away, but oh, now I love them.
Also,
I wanted to give one away, but now the party wants one, so I want them both now.
Yeah.
Also, the beginning. The beginning was a nice, fun part
Yes.
of me running lunatic.
I will say that was by far the best cold open I've ever had for a D&D session.
I got really into the RP today. I had a lot of fucking fun.
I am glad to hear it, very much so.
It's my compatriots sad, but I was having fun.
Mr. Creed, do you have anything to add? We'll come back to Mr. Creed unless he is able to speak at the moment. All right, we'll swing back to him. Mr. Nameless.
My favorite moment is I somehow found the will not to beat my head against the wall or the desk or the floor.
It do be like that sometimes.
Oh, it was all night. Oh.
Come on, my shenanigans are kind of fun.
But you know what that tells me, though? That the fact that you had to resist doing that means that the role play is becoming canon in your head, and it's affecting you personally, which means that you've become a full D&D player. You have ascended.
I am pretty sure that makes you a fucking sociopath. Just FYI. Oh, I'm glad it's affecting you personally.
I'm a dungeon master. What did you expect?
You kind of have to be a sociopath to some degree to be a dungeon master.
That is fair. I liked my fourth wall break. I
mean
know
your
you didn't
16
see that coming.
walls?
Yeah, the 16 walls. Yeah, I know you didn't see that coming at all. And I just it was a perfect moment for it.
It got me. It was very good.
Yeah, it was. Anytime I made you just crack up laughing and break like all kinds of character, it was just great. Those are the moments I like the most.
Yeah,
Very
I was
good.
watching stream and he was laughing more than anything.
You guys were fucking on point, especially during that cold open. That was just nothing I expected to happen. And I was like, fuck it, we're here. We ball. We're good. We're doing it. It's the fun time.
Okay, we're doing it live.
Basically. Mr. Nez, Mr.
Someone's
Stealth.
like, it's live from Saturday. Oh no, sorry, live from New York is Saturday night. That's
It's
what
Friday
I was
Night
trying to say.
Live. It's FNL.
It's Saturday
Friday
right
Night
now.
Live. Oh
It's
well,
Saturday right now.
Saturday morning live.
Yeah, well, sure.
Anyway, Mr. Nez.
Uh, in the beginning, the Rafiki bonk. I mean, Warframe bonking.
That's exactly what I was gonna say, man.
It doesn't matter. It's in the past.
Ah, yes, the past can hurt.
It was so good.
I was definitely happy my character found out something about the blood. I was wondering if we
Yes.
were gonna be able to get into that this session, or if I was gonna like message you privately and go, "So, am I gonna have to like do more sessions with research or no?"
No, it's gonna let you have it.
And then I don't get it, but why when I do an emphasis roll, I feel like I always somehow throw a nat 20 in it.
I don't know what to tell you.
You on fire with the nat 20s tonight.
Yeah,
well, I
there
guess
was-
that's good since Nez had to burn through like what 4 or 5 fate points.
He had to burn through a few.
Me.
Just a handful.
Next time, just let her die.
I kind of like when
wanted
you
my
guys get
character
those
to live.
successes. Yeah. I kind of like when you guys get those those emphasis rolls because it lets really cool stuff happen. Because it's like, oh, I'm going to go the extra mile. It's like, all right, here comes the weird stuff.
I'll be
That's why I
honest.
wanted to
There
throw that
was
flare when we left.
there was a few times I was hoping for a nat one just to see what the fuck he would come up with.
Oh, there was
I
a few
kinda-
things.
I was so ready for him.
Mr. Okros, Mr. Rexus.
Why would they give a small child a Red Bull?
I just loved Okros being confused most of the session.
Yeah. Probably my favorite part.
The Red Bull was great.
Yeah.
Oh.
I do have to say the part where I was just like, please wild shape, fly high, Sparrow, and she actually turned Sparrow's like, yes, good.
Yes. Yes.
Did it.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, there were a lot of moments that I did enjoy. It's just also a lot of moments where I was trying to not bash my head against the wall as well.
You're welcome.
Yeah, it's fair.
Oh,
That happens.
I have to add one more. That fucking dog gif was just fantastic.
That was really
God. Yeah.
That was really good.
I had to mute my mic several times because I was laughing at it because it was just on my screen for like fucking 15 minutes, and every time I looked at it, I started laughing.
Just what the fuck is that?
The moment she said she tried to mouth the words to him while she was spinning, that's all I could fucking think was her face just go.
It's
At least I clued into the fact he wouldn't be able to fucking tell what I was saying.
It was very good. Mr. Cactus, Mr. Yuri. Your favorite moment, sir.
The sparrow, the fly high sparrow, that was pretty good. The fucking clutch ass shot with the pistol, that was pretty based. I like that too.
Oh yeah.
He fucking messaged me and I didn't respond to him. He's like, please tell me you see this. Please tell me you see this. I'm like, I'm not responding to you. I'm gonna just do it.
Fucking flick shot, I like that. That was pretty. It was nice. A lot of good RP all around. So, all in all, very fun session.
It was. I had a lot of fucking fun tonight during this session. I really did.
And then, of course, we had our returning hero, Mr. Warfin, played by the Bird.
Hello. My favorite thing was being on the other side of the bonk rather than being bonked. Because if you sat
You wanted to be the bonky.
Yeah, I get the bonky instead of being bonged.
And all returns to normal tomorrow.
Right. Either that or
No, he has felt the power of the bonk flow through him.
either that or the sparrow, her flying.
That was very good.
That was hilarious.
Yeah.
But yeah, I had a lot of good moments. A lot of good moments tonight. That's all I got.
Awesome. Well, I am super glad everyone was here and did stuff. So Blackburn says favorite part was my phone randomly disconnecting for most of the carnival. Actual one was Okros trying to spear Aura into the air.
And his phone just disconnected as you said that.
Oh no.
Yeah, because he had to go take care of his phone was glitching out. But yeah, that's as I said, basically just being like and then the last one, everyone being here tonight, yes, that's always a good thing to have when everyone's here, because it means for a lot more fun stuff. And that's kind of what I was aiming for in the beginning of being like, okay, well, we could go do things. We could go do stuff. You have Glacier Keep, you have Westminster, and then Carson reminded me it was Friday the 13th, and someone brought it up, and I went, no, change of plans. We're going to the Feywild.
Or is getting her horse.
We're taking a step into the weird. We're gonna go into the weird place.
I'm
Mhm.
like the child with a cookie. You dangled a fucking horse in front of me and expected me to not go for it.
I knew you would go
No,
for
he
it. That's why I
expected
did
you
it.
to go for it.
And what would you have done had I not took the bait?
Then you would have done something else, or he would have tried to entice you with something else. I don't know. But I knew
Well,
you're gonna
thought
take it, so it's like I had the perfect bait in play already, so it's fine.
Yeah, I knew where we were as soon as the whole like walking away thing happened.
You were like, wait a second.
I was like, I hear golden earring in my head for some reason.
I forgot about the slow walk thing. I love that part too.
I'll call them sun reflectors.
Yeah. Oh.
There was a lot of good meme callbacks tonight. It was very well done. But yeah, but I was super happy everyone was here. I was super happy we were able to have this kind of weird off in a tangent session for Friday the 13th. Definitely step into the Feywild. I got to use my creepy carnival noise because I've been wanting to use that soundtrack forever.
Pistachioed you on that one.
Yeah, the tall mustachioed man, Jeremiah Wilkins, at your service.
Yeah, Jenna as a person almost pistachioed you on that carnival music.
Every time you said the name Jeremiah was a bullfrog just popped in my head every fucking time. I was so angry at it. So angry at it.
Jeremiah the bullfrog, no.
Oh.
Yeah, I think my favorite moment for the whole thing was, besides everyone being here, was definitely the cold open. Because I expected it. What was going to happen was I was going to go down the line and be like, hey, what are you doing for your morning? I'm going to go get food. I'm going to get coffee. I'm going to go do a stretch. I'm going to go do an RP thing. And it was like, or it's like, I'm going to go find Yuri. Okay. You find him actually sleeping. And she's like, I wake his ass up. And I'm like, okay. Then I'm going to berate him about his origins. Okay. And he's just like, I call bluff on you, so I go to bed now. Thank.
Goodbye.
And then every time she talked to someone, it was a different fucking lie. Was amazing. It was never the same one twice.
That was pretty good. I wasn't expecting that one at all.
I did like that.
Because like that was
on
the
the fly,
bad part when like it was the thing. I was looking through my curse and I was doing my rolls, and when Carly put the points in for it, I was like, Aura basically already did the cursed opening with that by accident, and so I was like, okay, I guess I could do it. I was like, all right, we could do change, but then I had to explain how the change game works, and I was like, well, this is gonna flounder. And so I was like, all right, Aura doesn't believe the moon fucking exists. Fuck it.
Yeah, you didn't really do the change thing that much. I was like, oh, okay.
It's 'cause I had to explain it so people weren't really picking up on it. It would have been
Could you,
better
like-
if we were in a more RP environment where you guys were talking more, because then I'd be like, change, do it, change. But
Yeah. Did the moon thing translate well? Because I was trying real fucking hard to be fucking weird about
it translated fine. You
You gotta
believing the
keep that
moon did
change
not
one in your back
exist.
pocket, though.
Oh yeah.
Huh?
'Cause that would be real fun.
Yeah, the change curse is gonna stay on my list. It's just it didn't work this time. It'd have to be in a spot where you guys are talking more and
So
like
it
doing
goes
more
from a,
things.
it went from a group curse to let's target Aura and see what she's got.
Well, it's like the group course is still going on, but again, no one was really doing any conversation, so it doesn't work that way. Like,
I was making coffee.
I know you were making coffee. That's like you were doing the thing, but it was like no one else is really conversating, and
Yeah,
it's so I think
the
next
whole
time.
I felt
point
very treated
of
today.
me arguing with Aura about the moon was for the change thing.
I
Otherwise,
feel
I'm
very,
gonna shut the fuck up.
I felt very treated today. This session was very Aura orientated, and I kind of enjoyed it, but also hated it because I'm like, you're giving me
Wonderful.
doors to fuck shit up with.
Yes.
I also thought you were gonna throw the change thing in when you let me butt in.
There was a lot of times I was like, oh, I could really do it this way. I could really and it was like something that was like on the back of my head. It was like, oh, I could do it when I could. It was more of again, it was more of a little hesitation on my part and just like the way it worked out. I'm gonna keep my back pocket for later when you guys are in a different RP situation and that curse happens again. I have plenty of others to choose from, so there's plenty to go around. I just have to start looking through and kind of refining a few of them so they fit better. But yeah, Aura got a little picked on tonight, but it was a good time, kind of changing up focus lenses. And then yeah, everyone seemed to really enjoy it. People thought it was really funny, so I am here for it.
I am Icarus. I will fly to the sun. I just started rambling. I was like, I'm out of fucking the moon ain't real shit. I'm gonna start rambling about being Icarus and flying into the sun, and yeah.
Moon ain't fucking real. Just like
I don't know why I kissed Yuri. I really don't. Because
I
someone
don't
brought
know
up
why
like
either.
fucking-
I have no
someone-
idea why.
someone brought up fucking Yuri not being real or something. I'm like, I'm gonna show you he's real.
No,
that still doesn't answer
you
that
brought
question.
up
It doesn't-
Yuri not being real. I don't even know how you got to that. You just suddenly were like, vampires aren't real. The moon isn't real. That means you're not real. But you have to be real. I'll kiss you to prove you're real.
Yeah, you did that all on your own.
Yeah, I just think you're going. I don't know how the fuck that worked.
I was
Kiss him with his
very unhinged,
halitosis and everything. It was fucking gross.
very fucking unhinged in that moment because I'm like, you know what? Fine. We're going fucking balls deep here. Let's go.
Go
You got
all the
that
way into the
moon
crazy.
madness.
I mean, she basically kissed Meg Ryan. That's just gross.
Who the fuck is Meg Ryan?
Oof.
Wow. City of Angels.
You're speaking
What?
German.
Sleepless in Seattle.
You're speaking German.
Movies or movies.
Movies. Those things.
You mean the things I'm very inept at, or whatever word I'm thinking of here?
I don't know if you haven't seen City of Angels. It's actually pretty good.
I have not seen City
My
of
opinion.
Angels or Sleepless in Seattle or most of the Star Wars movies, which started a fucking fight one night.
You mean during the podcast?
Yes.
Yes, where you just got lit the fuck up and it was great. But yeah, I'm glad everyone enjoyed the shenanigans. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for participating. Thank you to all of my players being here and having just a fun time and having this great wrap up to a long work week for all of us, having this nice little sit down. If you're not already following these wonderful people, you should be doing so, as we have a wonderful lineup here of all of our individuals. We got ourselves a moist cactus. We got ourselves It's Time
What
to
kind of cactus?
Rage. A moist
The
cactus.
moist cactus.
We got ourselves Stealth in here. We got Rexus up in here. It is a whole ass party. And then of course our fabled friendo who finally was able to be here and is just a wonderful person to have around, is Mr. Bird. So, using the bathroom.
Using the bathroom.
Using the bathroom. Toilet.
Tis fun. Tis a fun night.
And so
Oh
with
my,
that,
all of
we're
the
going to go
slobbers.
ahead and do some wrap up and close out. I'm looking to
Burn.
rate out who is staying on, who is doing what.
But
I
Burn, what sound did the
You mean-
slobbering make?
The slobbering, you say?
Yeah.
What sound
It's
the
very
slobbering
moist,
make?
wasn't it?
It's very moist. It was.
Oh my! No! 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 No!
I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, just
Rain is not in the fucking street for this. It's in the gutter. Make it stop.
Okay, now that's just creepy.
He's just making macaroni and cheese over there. What do you mean?
Did I just
With
get
whips.
Yeah, you never heard somebody stirring mac and cheese?
With a whip?
with the quip?
A whip.
Yeah, that's how you make
whip.
whipped mac and cheese, right?
Yeah, that's what I thought it was.
yeah, a whipped cheese. Yeah. So who of this group here is staying on?
I'm gonna be staying on and switching over to some Phasmo, I think.
Some Phasmo.
Yeah, some spooky times.
I'll stick around for some sayonaras and then I'm getting off.
Alrighty. Well, then it looks like we'll be raiding off into Mixer, Mr. Rexis. And as always, thank you all for being here and hanging out with us. It's always a fun time. Check in tomorrow for Siege of Etheria with the same group of knuckleheads, plus Mandy and Salty, which is just going to be a lot of goofy nonsense, and I am here for it. Because they're getting close to finishing their first arc, so it's a lot of fun. Hopefully we finish up all the side quests so they can go back to doing the main fucking story I've been working on. It's probably not going to happen. I can have my own dreams, but
More side quests. That's what I'm hearing.
More side quests. But as
Check
always,
the bounty board.
Check the bounty board. Check it again. But as always, thank you so much for everyone being here. Have yourself a night. Have yourself a day. And as always, we'll see you next time.